You know, what'd be a great podcast is if we roast the guest before with the new guest. Like spend 5 minutes being like, "Yo, so that guy last episode, what a clown."
Let's figure out a way to not have a podcast.
Yeah. You want to move your microphone? You're just talking.
I thought we were doing like a little.
It's an
We are,
directional.
but why not? He's already hit record.
I
just
thought we were
to
doing.
have it.
Well, I saw you talking to the mic, so I was like, I figured we were already kind of going. So I was like, let's rock
I was
it.
like, why break it up?
I thought we were in the gym warming up right now. I thought
But
it's a
might as
little
well-
stretch.
No such thing as a practice, bro. It's game time.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. So you guys met through the internet skis.
No. Like, well,
We've kept in touch through the internet, but we met back in the day, like
2009-ish.
Oh,
when
that's
I started
far.
taking photos.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
That's a while ago.
Basically, I was just a club photographer.
Oh, and what are you now? I'm just joking.
I don't know what I am now. When you were in New York in 2009, you were part of this really cool thing where everyone wished they were like, oh my God, that's what people in LA. It was like you guys, Shwayze, LMFAO,
Yep.
like Far East Movement,
Wow, what a time.
like Dirt Nasty.
Yeah, but they had
Mickey Avalon.
Mickey Ave, yep.
Steve Aoki, like there was this like DJ Am, like
DJ
everything
Am,
from LA
exactly.
looked so cool, and it felt, you know, now New York is like the cool town where if there's like a New York party here, I feel like it's cool, and no one does like LA parties in New York, but back then they would do like LA parties in New York.
Remember Beatrice?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was so cool.
And the what was that Sunday party with Aoki? Would
like
come
the-
to Banana Split.
Banana Split.
Party would
Yeah,
come, and you'd
that
be
was
in
so
New York.
cool.
You'd be like, "Oh my God, we're getting like this flavor of LA." And now everyone thinks LA is just awful.
well because I feel like honestly LA kind of died. I feel like after COVID for some reason something
I think
happened.
politics ruined LA.
I mean,
right?
didn't-
Like the way we play with politics now, everyone's just like, "That state's gay."
Right. Well, I think, didn't it all kind of like everywhere the partying kind of mess up a little bit? Like the
Yeah.
scene, like I don't
Yeah.
know. I just feel like COVID made me more comfortable not hanging out with anyone. I'm just like very easy to skip a party now. It's
and
like,
the thing is, in LA, it's already easy to skip a party,
totally.
There's so much
right?
traffic.
Can you imagine doubling down now?
No.
And you're older, right? You're like, I'm older.
I guess that may be a factor in it. But like, when it's time to party, yes, that's the turn up. But yeah, I've just been on some like really chill vibes lately.
Hold on 1 second. Let me clap this in.
Oh, good, because I need to follow up on that.
Yeah,
We're not
Because
even
I did a
in
little-
it?
I did a
Yeah,
little-
that's what
we're
I'm
in.
saying.
We're in.
That's
We're
why
not
I'm
even in.
getting.
Leave that in.
I'm getting anxious
But
because
we
we're
just
not.
start the
I thought you
episode.
guys just like went and rolled. I was like,
Just
I
start
like
with that.
this.
But you
Let's
see,
just clap
but
it
this
into
is
the
why I'm so
sound.
anxious. I'm like trying to get
Dude,
this thing
clap
done.
us in a long
Clap
time
us in.
ago.
Let's go.
Hey, clap us in, clap us out. You guys know what this podcast is all about.
Boom.
Clap us in.
Okay, but we'll start from that.
Damn,
and then
I'm-
just be like a sound sync in the
All
middle.
right, cool. Reset, rewind.
Dude, you have a hard time leaving the house. I totally relate to that.
Well, I was already like cool, just like skipping things. But after COVID, like I really dialed in. Like I was just like reading and like making music out of my off my
Let me work on
laptop.
myself.
And you know what I mean? Like I really focused on like, yeah, my body. I started working out for the first time really heavy during
I'll be honest with you, you look brolic. Like
you.
from
Really?
from the pictures I saw, I'm like, yo, this dude looks a little different from some of the
Then you told me in
photos.
person, he's like, no, not
I
that
said
big,
my
not
boy
that
is a
big.
little stocky.
I feel like rappers, once you get to a certain age, you just gotta get buff or something. You know,
right,
whatever.
like Dr. Dre.
Like Jim
Everybody
Jones,
said
like
that.
Jim Jones got brolic. You guys see Jim
like-
Jones around?
Yeah.
Jim Jones.
rappers on Ozempic is such a funny phenomenon.
Yeah, that's wild.
Right? Like you're
Yeah,
just like
that is wild.
Like
That is wild.
it's wild to
I
think about.
agree with him.
Or just diet or do. I did a water fast. I did a 5-day water fast. First
I
of
just
all,
think white people are just naturally fat and lazier, right? And black people have just like way
I
better.
think white American.
That's what. Yeah,
White
Dude,
American
Look at me.
people. Like
I
the
pass like. Oh my god.
European whites are pretty.
in shape.
That's because they got to walk around a lot over there.
There's too much shit in our foods in America.
Yeah.
It's the worst. I've been like dabbling with carnivore diet because my drummer is like really serious on the
Really?
carnivore. So,
Just
like,
meat only.
just meat and fruit. But
Oh, I like that.
like I did that for like
That's-
2 weeks, but then now I kind of tailor make it. So I do mostly meat, but the vegetables I do are like the cauliflower, broccoli, cruciferous vegetables. I think they're called.
Cruciferous?
Oh, don't!
I've never
freaking
seen
quote
that.
me. I can't wait for the comments on this. This is gonna be great.
I don't know. I've never heard of that.
Broccoli. It's like cauliflower. I think it's like bok choy, like those type of.
Oh, bok choy is good.
It's a different type.
I always want
There
to
we
like.
go.
I always.
There we go. Cruciferous.
Damn. It sounds like
Let's
a fucking
go.
Harry Potter spell.
So it's an umbrella. It's
I
a
always
family.
want to like bok choy, but it just fucking tastes like just wet.
It's
Yeah,
wet,
yeah,
Like
yeah.
wet lettuce.
Bok choy isn't my favorite.
Like
It's like
wet
mucus.
lettuce.
It's like wet mucus.
It's honestly disgusting.
I love cauliflower though.
Cauliflower's fire.
Cauliflower is having a renaissance period.
Yeah.
Right? Like cauliflower was like gross like as a kid, and now it's like
Right.
buffalo and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
fucking.
I fucked with cauliflower when I was a youngin. I don't know why.
You grew up in a village.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
When's the first time I'm from Russia, but I was like 6 when I left. He's from the Ukraine, but he left when you were like
10. I was like 10 years
But he
old.
lived in a village his whole life.
Oh, wow.
Like literally had to like poop
Well,
in a
for like
hole,
5 years, 5-6 years with my grandma.
Poops in a
remember
hole,
it.
I
squatting.
literally took poops in the
Squatting in a
shed.
hole. Yeah.
It might like the lights would fucking be off some of the days. Like we didn't even have lights. The water there was no like there's no like sink. So you you have a well. You take
Dude,
take the
that's
water out of the
so
well.
wild.
You wash your hands in the well, and then if you want to take a shower, you got your grandma just heats up the water, pours it over your head. Boop boop boop. A little scrubberoonie.
And now you just make Instagram reels
Yeah,
and have a
yeah.
good time.
It's
Do you
crazy.
find that makes you like appreciative now, like thinking about that? Like,
100%.
do you still like?
That's
think
my
back
reason-
to those days, or
That's my reason why. Like my energy and aggression,
Right.
like that I can't show like outside of myself because I feel like people get a little shook because it might be too intense.
Right.
But inside, I'm just like rattling all day long. Like I can't ever go back to that.
Why?
I gotta be.
Let me ask you a question. I yearn sometimes for the old days. Obviously, I don't want to go to Ukraine now, and neither do you.
Right.
But does a part of you be like, you know what? It was just simpler.
It was.
like just going to the well. Like when was the first time you had a name brand like potato chip or candy? Did they have that
I
in
was
your
like
village
12 years old.
in America?
12 or 13.
You landed here and we're like, what the
14 or something
fuck?
like that.
Wow.
I saw Game Boy and I'm like, Ma, I really want that. And she's like, my little love. She's like, we got no money for that. I said, I don't know what you want. But
Right.
I saw some kid in the building had a Game Boy and I'm like, I need to get this Game
Bro,
Boy.
imagine
Right.
if fans was around when
Holy
you
shit.
guys immigrated.
Yo,
friends was around like when I was in high school. Like what the fuck? I mean, I
It'd be
already
bad news.
did horribly in high school, but holy shit.
me too.
Yeah.
Me
Or
too.
just the internet period. That's wild.
Yeah, it was wild shit. Honestly, the Ukraine, the Ukraine thing for me for some reason, like as much as I want to joke around about it and be like self-deprecated,
here we go.
it's a little sad, but also
What's
a little
going on over there?
No, like how I grew up, because I'm remembering, I'm like, yo, it was simple and fun, but I would never want to go back to that.
No, of course not.
It was just bad. It was bad.
I'm sure
it was bad
simple.
news.
I'm sure it was
really
simple,
bad
but
news.
I'm sure it wasn't fun.
It wasn't good. It was not good because I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, it was so simple because you go to the backyard, there's potatoes, raspberries.
Right. Did you have a cell phone bill?
No cell phone,
Bro,
bro.
did you pay taxes? Probably not.
I get-
you don't even pay taxes in America.
I guess
now.
you're guarded by your innocence. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
Ignorance is bliss.
And
Ignorance is
ignorance.
bliss.
And ignorance.
is bliss.
Yeah.
But I like one part of that. Like I do long to like I'm getting a farm eventually. You know what I'm saying? I'm with the chickens, I'm with the goats.
Fire.
Like, that whole life off the grid, get some solar panels. Like
That sounds expensive, man. That
No, it's
sounds
not.
like a
It's
lot of
not.
work.
It's self-sustain. It's self-sustaining.
it's self-sustaining.
You gonna have
Exactly.
employees?
Nah.
You're gonna run, and then that sounds like.
Well, yeah, I'll
so
probably have a
hard.
couple employees. Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna have
Yes.
some
I'll have a
too.
couple employees. What am I
Okay.
talking about? For a
Yeah,
second
I'm
there.
like, dude,
Waking up, look, I'll have a
4
couple
a.m.
employees, but not many. Maybe they'll have a spot on the land too that help me keep this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Place for family, the compound.
Yeah.
And we got the chickens, the
like
goats,
Yellowstone.
like Yellowstone.
Okay.
I fuck with that so much, bro.
Like that's like
I really do.
I can't wait for that.
I really do.
Yeah.
I literally was in New York and I'm like, yo, I remember there was like some stressful months. I would look at my clients and be like, yo, I just got to go to the woods, bro.
Exactly.
I got to get the fuck
And just
out of
zen
here.
out and vibe. It just feels good. Like I can tell you don't like that shit.
Oh no, I love that. The woods
Do
are
you?
great.
He loves it,
I love
but only
all
for the
day.
weekend.
No, I could do a long time.
Listen,
I think.
I'm not mad at coming back to reality too, but my whole thing is I want it because like, what happens if the grid goes out?
I'm fucked.
I'm trying to go to the farm. We got this shit already dialed in, self-sustaining.
Guns?
We got the well,
Do
the
you have
goats.
protection?
Yeah, I love the way he's
course.
You need
explaining
farm
it.
protection.
Of course.
I like how you said we're dialed in and we got the well and the goats.
the goats, the chickens.
Could you kill an
It's
animal?
so good.
I have.
What?
Well, you chopped the dome piece off, right?
No, I was like in this phase where I was like,
Killing it.
I really want to
murdering.
understand. No. I mean, no. Listen, I'm a big animal person. I want to start with that.
But we're just joking.
No,
We're
I'm
just
a big
joking.
animal
We're just
person.
joking around. We're just
But
joking around.
I was in a phase where it's like, man, we're so disconnected from our like what we eat. We just go to the store and there it is, and I was like,
Right.
I should be able to fucking kill this thing and butcher it and
Feed yourself.
feed my family.
Yeah.
So I was in Hawaii actually at the time, and I was like just on this vibe, and I hit my boy who was kind of like guiding me out there, and I was like, bro, I want to do a luau, but I want to kill the pig. And my boy Tintin, what's up? And he found me a freaking like dope little pig farm out in Kauai. We're out in Kauai. And I thought I was gonna shoot it, honestly. So I thought which is still bad, but I thought it was gonna be a little easier. But I pulled up, homie had a knife.
What?
He was like,
you can't shoot it. Also, there's lead. Once
Yeah,
you're already
you don't wanna do
infected.
that.
You're already infected.
I was ignorant at the time, so I thought, but yeah, you have to. So I had to.
Yeah.
Damn, that you had to really earn it.
And
But yo, you know
With
how you know
crying
they
and
yell.
squealing?
You know how they cry.
Did you cry?
Oh yeah. Did I? No, but he was definitely looking at me like it was wild. It was a wild situation. My boy Danny Way, the skater, was out there with me filming it, and he couldn't even like.
I wouldn't be able
how,
to be there.
How
I'd throw
aggressive
up.
is the yelling? It's crazy, right?
Wild. It's loud. But only for a second, but then once you puncture it's like yeah.
I remember I was
It's
little.
horrible. It's horrible.
It's hard.
No, but listen, I gave thanks to it before you know what I'm saying? Like I was like very
Right.
spiritual with it.
I
And
know.
I gave thanks to it. Did that. And then my buddy whose farmer was showed me how to fillet him and take all the organs
Yeah.
out. And we did the whole thing. It was
Butchered the whole
It was a
situation.
few hours, like a couple hours just doing that.
I would have cried through the whole thing.
It was an incredible process. It was wild taking like the intestines and the stomach out. They're still warm. Like obviously just like
That thing was just alive.
just alive.
So do you think you could do that to a human if push comes to shove?
Kill a human
Yeah.
for what? For food?
Push comes to shove.
Nah,
No, not for human, but just
Yeah.
a human.
just kill a human.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I could.
Someone's breaking into your farm.
Oh, well, listen, it just depends on circumstances.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It depends on circumstances. If some crazy circumstances, like,
I would have to do it.
yeah,
I'm
I
sorry
can
to
protect
tell
the
you.
family.
Yeah,
I
the
can
family
protect
gets
the family.
protected, my brother.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know what
yeah.
to tell you. It is what it is. Am I filleting him to have stayed with my
Exactly.
girl in Joshua Tree? Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like we're not
But to
doing
protect
that.
the family, yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
I think also, I have a kid too, so it makes it a little bit more like,
Territorial.
I mean, even if it wasn't, I have a kid, if it was my family, my grandparents, any kind of thing like that, yeah, of course. I would try to talk people out of it. Hey,
My
there's
brother,
a
please.
bullet coming out. Relax. Hey, I'm about to kill your ass. Think about this shit. But no, no. I will pull that thing if I need to.
Yeah.
Start reaching.
I don't think I'd kill an animal.
You're an idiot.
No, I don't think
You're
I can.
literally the
Like an
softest
animal.
idiot I've ever
What?
met.
I don't.
You're
'cause
so gay. Honestly.
I prefer going to the store and buying it. I don't need to know how it's
What
made.
kind of stupid shit are you
Dude,
talking about?
imagine if you had to go to the iPhone factory and do the whole tour, and then they give you your phone at the end.
You're telling me.
I don't want to see that
Come on,
shit.
1 second.
I don't want to
Just
see
listen.
all the anguish that goes into making things I like. You like diamonds? You can give your girl a diamond. Would you think every process
I
should?
don't need diamonds if I live in the middle of Hawaii and there's mad space and nobody's flexing diamonds, right?
Right.
The diamond thing happens because of the big cities, right? Everybody wants to flex diamonds. I'm talking about if you're stuck in Hawaii with your family and you gotta feed your
Oh
family.
yeah.
That's what I'm
Dude,
saying.
I'm doing that, but
There we
I'm
go.
not like, yo, there's a fucking Whole Foods down the block. Let's still go slaughter a
Yeah,
pig.
but
I can't
that's
do
a
that.
di- right.
I can't do
But
that.
I just want to learn the
No, I know
skill.
you. I know why you did that.
But you don't want to learn the skill?
No.
In
As
the-
a man,
in the-
you don't
in the
wanna have-
event some shit goes
Dude, I'll
down.
die from something else. Fine. I'll be able to eat an extra 2 days.
Yeah.
Come
fair,
on, don't
fair.
say stuff like that.
My skill, like I said, I will provide sexual favors and jokes to whoever can.
That's all you got,
Slaughter the
right?
pig.
That's all you got.
I'm a
That's
great
exactly
assist-
it.
Great assistant. Great B guy.
Right.
I remember my first time I watched my grandma kill a rooster. She literally just snatched him by the neck and just there was this chopping like a wooden log, and on that wooden log you just see old blood from months and years ago. And it's just she's like, "What's up? Good morning." Boom. I'm like,
Just like it's nothing.
she's like, "We're gonna have soup today." I'm like, wow.
See, I love that. I love that in different cultures because even when I was in Hawaii, when I did that, my boy Tintin, he had a son at the time, and his son was probably like 5. Mm-hmm. And Tintin was like, "Look," he was like, Tintin made him watch. He was like making him watch me.
You should.
He was like, "No," what? And he was like, "Ah."
Yeah, but it's not traumatized.
"It's not."
No.
But it's like it's just part of their culture.
They should watch it. I wish I had to watch it.
You know what bothers me about this conversation? They're so easy to take this conversation for that. No, I'm good. I'm gonna faint if I smoke. I'm
You're gonna catch a contact high.
I know. I'm gonna get dubbed too.
Yeah.
You keep it.
So my issue with what's going on in the world right now is like this discussion shouldn't be a problem.
I know.
And I feel like I'm discussing this in the back of my head. I'm like, oh, people really might think this is a problem that I want my kid to watch me kill a rooster, but it's not the point. It's the innate this is
You should be ready.
Not only that, but it's just the innate human. This is how we fed our families prior, right?
Exactly.
This is what it is. This is just how life was.
And it's probably a little bit more humane if you did it yourself. We all did it ourselves because then it wouldn't be like mass produced.
Because you're a coward.
commercially,
Okay.
and they're
You're a
gonna
coward.
kill
You
You're
know
running-
what? I'm starting to agree with you guys.
You know what I mean?
Because if you're gonna have, I'm a Jew, but if you're gonna have like the Holocaust Museum where like you got to schlep kids through and be like, look at these atrocities that humans can do.
Right.
Let's at least show them the Tyson food factory as well, right? And be like, let's go see how chickens are made.
Right.
Right. And why is it?
I'm
why-
on your side now.
And not only that, but you can go to Whole Foods and buy all the chicken every day.
I rescued a chicken once.
That did you?
Yo, there's this hot girl.
Okay.
That's how every story of rescuing a
Great
chicken
story.
starts.
Yeah.
So this hot girl, right? Because no one else is gonna be able to convince you to do this dumb
Yeah.
shit. Her name is Rhiannon. She like models for us.
Hot name.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because you
like
know her
Rihanna.
parents name you after a fucking song. It's kind of, you know, she's a vegan. And I was trying to make like some silly content at the time during the pandemic. And she took us on a chicken run. So we rolled up at 4 a.m. to the hood of LA, where I guess the chicken facility is. You just wait for this truck to pull up. And while the truck stops to pull into the lot, well, you know, they wake up the guard, open the gate at 4 a.m. They run up and just start pulling chickens through the truck because it's got like pockets where you can kind of like glide a
Squeeze them
chicken.
out. Snatch a couple chickens
And they
out.
snatch
Because it's
like,
cage free.
yo,
Technically.
dude. Right? First of all, incredibly sad to witness. Really, really poor execution on the kidnapping of the chickens.
Where were you?
I don't know. I got to look it up.
Like in LA? Like
Yeah, it's in LA.
Salvador.
Dude, it's
That's
right
what-
here.
that's what it sound
And they're
like.
like,
I'm like,
and they, so we, dude, we were there for 2 hours. We rescued 2 chickens. I was like, the numbers are just awful here, guys.
Yeah,
There's
but it's a
19
girl,
more
but
trucks.
It's a girl. It's her emotions to the attachment to the chicken. It's
The
not
chickens
about
are
the numbers
the
of how
chickens
many
are hideous. So you're
Horrible
just like,
conditions.
like I always say, like ugly things have to suffer, right? That's why we don't eat puppies and shit. That's why like guys like me have to like work
really hard.
really hard, right? And like chickens are gross, so like we don't care about their suffering. I was like, cool, I'm glad we did this.
It's like a
this
fish.
felt noble. It was more of the rush of like, I can't believe we're robbing a chicken truck right now at 3 a.m. And the truck drivers don't care. They're like, well,
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead,
like-
take 2 that's literally 3 nuggets right there.
it's
Right.
But you have to understand, we're getting to the point where artificial meats have better be a thing.
Did you
Yeah,
hear
I mean-
about what just happened?
Tell me.
About the whole artificial meat fucking drama? Joey Chestnut, the Nathan's hot dog eating contest winner, I think like 7 years in a row,
They took him out,
just signed a deal with Impossible Meats, and Nathan's doesn't let you endorse any other brand but Nathan's, so he's not allowed to compete in the hot dog eating contest this year
in Coney
Holy
Island.
in Coney
shit.
Island.
Yeah. They
So
took
there's
him
a
off.
whole fallout there on this screen. What's that say? You just pulled up a New York Times article. We don't have a subscription to that.
Yeah, Joey Chestnut is crazy.
I love how serious you guys are talking about this. Like, holy shit, you guys know about the
Well,
hot
it's
dog
just like a silly beef, right? You're just like,
no pun intended.
great pun. I mean, great pun. I mean, great PR, right?
Right.
For Impossible Meats, right? Because they kind of look like the winner in the situation, and Nathan's looks salty because they're like, "Ooh, you're endorsing another brand."
So what's his record? Like, what?
He's like comes number one every time.
To fuck over Nathan's, Joey Chestnut, the reigning champion, and an old champion who never got to compete against each other, just agreed to do it on Netflix.
Wow.
And Netflix is gonna give them that deal.
And they're taking it,
feel like Netflix
and
is the new-
Nathan's
the
is
new
gonna
Vice.
get fucked. Make sure that's right.
No?
Aaron. Look up Netflix Joey Chestnut. Make sure someone
Netflix
doesn't lie to
becoming
me.
the new Vice out here.
They just get
Netflix will take anything. Like hot dog eating contest. What?
We got
What do
it.
they care? It's
It
just
sounds
eyeballs.
like, yo, it's so easy to get on there. I feel like I should fucking propose something at this point.
This show should be on Netflix.
It is
Holy shit.
America versus
Look at the faces of the-
Kobayashi.
I just
Kobayashi.
I really just don't understand because it's the water.
Yeah.
There's a whole technique.
How do you find out you're good at this?
And where does it go? Like, is it really just sitting in your? Do you throw it up later? Are you really shooting this out later? Like, what's going on internally?
Yeah. So what I heard is there's this Asian guy that did a whole documentary, and he explained that they expand their stomachs with lettuce and all these weird cabbages, so that the stomach becomes huge. You could just throw mad glizzies in there.
And then you take like a 2,000 milligram edible, right?
I don't know about
Right.
that.
You just got to take everything that
Slows you
you would
down.
make you
That slows you
eat.
down.
The weed does. Oh yeah.
No, I just mean like hunger wise.
I'm trying to rush. I'm rushing.
How many could you eat in
rushing
reality?
through the
I could
glazes.
eat
Probably
2 hot dogs before I hate myself.
He said. Maybe
Four?
4. Because you have to eat the bun too.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah,
That's a lot,
they have
man.
to. And
It's so
dipping
nice
the
that they-
bun in the water, like they're not even enjoying. Like, how do you practice?
Nah.
It makes me want to throw up just thinking about it. Actually, like the
Wet
the
bread
bun in
is
the water.
disgusting.
How many times a day do you eat usually?
2, 3 maybe, but maybe 2.
2's actually not that much. I thought you would be eating a lot more. No, 2's not bad. 2's
No,
he eats like 1 time a
I
day.
eat like 1 meal a day.
1 meal a day. That's
It's
good.
because
So it
eating
looks
only
so
one
good.
glizzy.
That's
he's
like
done.
intermittent fasting.
I eat a little bit of a sushi,
That's starving.
and then
That's the Holocaust.
I'll have a little. I'm actually on the Holocaust diet, guys.
Yeah, sometimes I do too, because sometimes I skip breakfast.
You don't like breakfast? huh?
I do, but sometimes I'm just not hungry and I just rock with it, and I'll like hit a hike or do something, and then I'll hit my first like meal at 12 or 1.
Which is
sometimes.
cool because then you get to your
Work it
body
up.
yeah.
But this morning I had like 3 hard boils real quick. You know what I mean?
Whoa,
Fire.
that's dangerous.
Hard boils are the best.
So good.
Yeah, but they
One.
make you.
I really like
fart.
the way you live, my bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I'm really fucking with the vibe.
How old are you?
I'm 30. I just turned 39 actually.
So you guys are a year apart.
We are a year apart. I
You
just
are?
turned 40.
Nice. Congrats.
Yeah.
There we go. Big 4-0.
Terrible.
How we
Terrible.
feeling? How we feeling?
I feel worse. I understand midlife crises.
I think
But-
you got to check your T levels. I told you this last podcast.
I'm too much of a woman.
No, yeah. I think the testosterone levels are just low. Right?
Starting to
I think
become
we
low.
got to get those things. Once we get those levels up, I think Daddy's gonna.
How do I fix
get
those?
back in
What
the
do I
game.
gotta take pills?
Nah, we might
Injections?
have to get you to a little clinic first. We could do a little blood test.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just
Mm-hmm.
to see what's going on over there. If it's 150, brother, we need more than that. I'm gonna need
How
you to
much
start praying.
testosterone do I
I'm gonna
need?
need you to start praying if it's
How much
150.
testosterone do I need?
I need you to be at like 600 at least, like somewhere there.
600-800.
Yeah, somewhere there, right?
I don't really know about the total testosterone.
I
Do you think I'm at 150?
I'm not
I
trying to
sit
do
down
no
to
Andrew
pay.
Tate podcast right now, but listen, I need
Go
you
ahead.
at least 600 to 800 levels got to be somewhere there. Can you look at the average levels of the testosterone for me, Aaron, please?
300 to
Yeah, but I need you
1,000.
to be at 6. 300 is the lowest. 300 is when you're really like,
Right.
I'm pretty much there,
yeah,
dude.
you're limpy. You know, you're like,
Oh, dude, if there's one way to describe me, limpy is that.
see, and now that's low also, by the way. That gives you the American in fucking Ohio, I think. Those are the numbers.
But also, look, diet.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Sleep.
saying?
Yeah.
Sleep,
Yes.
diet, like exercise.
I'm not saying to pump it with the, I'm saying just to get the levels checked.
Exactly. And also just for mood. You're talking about like, because it's so funny, like getting to this age. And I've like, I'm still young as shit, by the way. I still feel like I'm 20 years old.
I
but-
thought you were
Oh,
super
mentally,
young.
yes.
Because we are, by the way. Because when we're 80, we're going to be like, I wish we were 40 again. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's a fact.
But I see some like 27-year-olds like, I'm old. Like I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? Stop wishing that into existence,
Correct.
first of all.
Yeah.
Stop saying that type of shit. You're not old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you still got plenty of shit, like energy in you. Just hit that gym at least once a day.
Yeah, I hate cranky 27-year-olds.
Or 28 or
like,
30.
why are you
Everyone's
sad?
talking shit. It's like, come on. Like, bro,
That
you guys are
annoys me
young.
too, yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't be a critic until you're like 30. Right? Before that, like, shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Like, just enjoy
I was on-
everything. Nothing matters. You have one bill.
Exactly. I was talking to this girl. We hadn't met yet. We met through a dating app. And I'm like, hey, you want to hit a hike? She's like, I don't know if my knees can handle that. She's like,
You're like, oh, she's not sucking my dick.
You're like, you're 25, girl. What are you doing?
no, she was like 30, but I'm like, that's like the worst thing I want to hear. Like, come on. It's
Can you
mental.
blow me? I don't know if my knees
Yeah,
can
I'm
handle it.
I'm
You're
gonna
like,
mention this story, but there was one time I was hooking up with a chick and she was just hit her 30s and I was, I don't know, 26 years old or something like that. And she goes, yeah, I don't really. She's like, I'm like, wow, you're really good at oral sex or whatever. And she's like, yeah. She's like, I am, but I don't like to do it. I said, why? She goes, because my back hurts. I said, yo, what the fuck? I said, all right, so then I guess I'm good at making money, but my back hurts too, I guess.
Oh my
I don't know what to
God.
tell you.
At least she was
That's a bitch that
comfortable to be
doesn't
honest
care.
with you.
I said, that's very blunt.
Yeah, straight up.
I said, no, I do neck exercise and shit like that, but I don't get used to this.
She
It's only
told
gonna
you.
be every 6
Yo,
months.
how gross would it be to get head and just see icy hot patches on
On
her
the
back?
back.
Yo.
No,
like,
she did it to
ugh.
make you feel bad every time you get
That's
head from her.
a
You're trying to
relationship.
gaslight me into not getting blowjobs.
Yeah, exactly.
What's happening here?
One time, that's it with her, and then you gave up on
and
her.
then like 2 months later, she started talking about politics, trying to educate me on Trump during an SNL skit, and I said, I'm good on this. So I gotta get out of here. I said, I'm out of here. I said,
So it was the one and done with her?
oh yeah, it was. We were good. It was like 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
And I was like, listen, God bless your soul. Have a good life. I'll have a good life.
Right.
And we're all happy.
That's
But it was
good.
just, I thought it was funny. I was like, 30 years old, you're already tapping out.
I
So
know.
what are we doing?
It's all mental.
I think they're all mental because they have too much information now. When I was like 25, I didn't know anything. Like politics,
Right.
I didn't know shit. I didn't have a side. And now, like, dude, there's like 16-year-olds who like care about the government.
Oh yeah.
You're like, dude, what is wrong? What a
Everyone's
loser.
extremely woke. Everyone's extremely
Like,
woke.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
You should not care
And
about
listen,
any of this.
I like a balance. I like a little progression. Baby, we like a little progressive action going on.
Right.
But let's slow it down. Please. I don't know what it's like very regurgitated information, and it's every day. It's almost like
Right.
like, yo, just hold on. Let's have a coffee. Like, let's have a giggle.
It's interesting. There's a lot of news being shoved in our faces from all different directions.
Yeah.
Pharrell came out and he had a speech, and it sucks that some of this stuff just doesn't stick around. But Pharrell had something like, I think 3-4 years ago, and he's like, guys, you guys are a formula. This is all a math equation, and you guys are all like playing this little game. Like, just wake up.
Yeah.
And you know, a guy like Pharrell doesn't just come out and say stuff like that. He's
Right.
calculated. He's not a stupid guy.
Yeah.
And he's not gonna
Absolutely.
just come out there and just start saying that on an interview.
I love Pharrell.
Oh yeah, he's a beast. He's a beast
Love Pharrell.
for sure.
But the algorithm has gotten stronger because I find myself glued to the phone more than I normally. Like, oh shit! Look the fuck off this.
Yeah.
thing.
And me and
It's
him were
getting-
talking yesterday. We were like, yo, it's not as fulfilling anymore to even create content.
Dude, it's so boring making content now.
It's like wind.
It used to be like fun. And now it's just like
Like this right now.
work. Not this is fun because this is organic.
Right,
But
right.
after this, it's like, all right, we got to think of a few reels to do, and then
Right.
what's a good funny meme, and then
Right,
what's another
right.
funny. You came from an era where the internet was just getting social.
Yeah.
2008. Mm-hmm. I don't remember what was out. MySpace.
MySpace.
How the fuck do you break out as an artist without social media?
Word of mouth and playing shows. I played like a million shows like up and down the coast
Right.
of Cali for a while, and then before I was signed, we were already selling out like the Roxy and stuff like that.
Oh, sick.
But now it's kind of incredible that like you can do something like make this video and it gets 100,000 views. It's interesting.
Right. Or
The math
seven.
equation.
Or seven views.
Or 7 views.
And then you
Exactly.
hate yourself.
Yeah, you're like, how do you?
You're like, do you know how much money I spent on this thing?
It's been hard for me to be like really consistent on the content, and that's what I want. Because like now I'm seeing, but I just tapped into it this last like year, and I'm like, okay, it's like, you know, I'm not just a music artist anymore. I guess you have to learn how to be a content creator.
Right.
But we didn't have to. They made it so we have to.
Yeah, but like we complain about that. But back when I was in MySpace times, I probably would have loved to have this whole situation be going
Right.
like this. Like we get older, so now we're like, oh fuck. But like the young kids are doing a great job creating content and doing it.
Oh, of
you know
course,
what I
you're
mean?
cutting out all the middlemen, right? Back then, did you have to wait on like publicists and everyone else to get the word out, right?
Yeah, spend a couple $100,000, get publicists, have like a whole team label. I'm sure maybe people were doing it independent back then, but back then it was really about the
Was it
label
expensive
system.
to make an album back then? Like, do you make money on the album? Like, from those two, monster singles?
Yeah. We make money off that. I still make money off that.
And remember you making a music video and how fulfilling it was to release that music video.
Yeah.
And the longevity of that feeling. For 6 months, you're riding that feeling of like, yo, this video came out sick. Everybody's loving the song. And you're just reliving and reliving. Nowadays, you release that music video, less than a week. Like, also, what are we doing?
I know
What's
people's
next?
attention span is so crazy now. Yeah, it's different.
That's crazy.
There's no more iconic music videos that I can remember.
Well, it's because people are realizing that you can spend $50,000 on a music video and it gets so many views, or you can do this quick little reel that gets the same amount of fucking views.
Yeah.
So
But I
it's
miss
like-
the art.
I miss it too. But as an artist and as an independent artist, I like that the videos are less expensive nowadays to make.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Now you could hire any kid who like,
And also like
Aaron
there's
over there
dope
could do
cameras
this.
too, like
Yeah.
that are accessible, and we
Anything
can get a
is-
Black
yeah.
Magic and we can go shoot something that's epic right now,
Right.
like right
Which
down the
is
street.
good.
or you can shoot on
But
an
it's
iPhone
bad.
and then you're just like, oh, look at me, I'm artsy.
Right.
But the easier it is to get, the more saturated the market is. That's another problem too.
Exactly.
I would rather
There'd be
work
gates.
much harder to get something,
Right.
and then facilitate that,
Right.
so that the next dummy doesn't just fuck up the market for me.
Right.
You just want someone who's like put his time in.
Yeah.
Right? Because
Puts
the
time in.
difference is back in the day, you had to sell 1,000 shows to get recognition,
Yep.
to get a chance to sit at the table,
Right.
versus some kid could just go viral for some dumb shit, and all of a sudden, literally, touring around the world.
And I don't want to sound like I'm hating on that.
I am.
But listen, do what you got to do. But I just don't like when the markets get fucked up.
But still, the proof is in the pudding, because a lot of these artists that like blow up on the TikTok or something like that, they can't go to sell numbers at tickets at shows.
Right.
Like I've been touring since the beginning of my shit. I took a little break like while Hendrix was like a baby, but I've been touring nonstop, and I can still go sell out shows across the country. You know what I mean?
Do you bring a band or just a DJ?
I bring
Or
a
like
band.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's sick.
It's like my new music kind of has like a little Cali reggae vibe.
I'm
so
such a Jew. I'd be like, here's the USBs.
no, listen, I save money too, but you know,
Like USBs. That's what we're doing tonight. USBs and a microphone.
he's like, we taking that check
Yeah,
home.
yeah. Cash.
No, it does get expensive, man. It does get expensive.
Bringing a band out is a lot of money.
Heck yeah.
Do you get tired of singing the hits?
No, because like I'm
Or
still
do you
making.
appreciate them because they're fucking...
That's him. It's his.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Dude, they're so timeless. They're great. They're like
Thank
a feeling, a
It's
vibe.
like, it's like whipping out a Rolex every time for yourself. But it's your Rolex. It's just like, it's like you created that, you know?
Right. I would whip it out at like bars. Just randomly.
Hey, yo.
Like I'd be out and be
Whip it out at
like,
bars.
someone just tap and
Hey.
then they'd be like, oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a.
You should do that. You go viral.
pop out of the bar and
Yo, they did that with Nickelback. Did you ever see that video? Went
see. It's
viral?
about us going viral. Look at us. Fuck.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know.
Everything comes back
Jew
to
brain.
No, but it's true. That was
Jew
good.
brain.
It's good. I
Did
did it. I
Did you
did
ever
it.
see that Nickelback video? It's where this chick is harassing him in Vegas. And so,
And then he just turns around and
then he
sings?
sings
No, he
it,
was great.
and,
That was great.
and then he goes,
Because
"Fuck
fuck
you!"
off. Yeah.
It's so great. Like you got to do that.
No, that's great. I'm totally done with all that kind of stuff. Yeah, because I got the new album coming out, so I'm like, yo, let me start just like pushing it.
Are
pushing
you
it heavy.
doing country?
Someone just asked me to do a country song. I love country.
Country's the biggest.
I love country. My man
Fire.
Shabuzi's killing it
I
right
was just
now.
about to say, Shabuzi's crushing.
Crushing it.
I see a lot of people who never did country though doing country, which is like it's like the trans movement for me.
Yeah.
You're just kind of
People
like,
just hopping
oh,
on
like
that.
they're like, yo, that's hot right now. Let's go country, right? Just put a little fucking acoustic guitar, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're not good at it. I'm just saying
Right.
I've seen a lot of like
Yeah, you feel like
people
are-
just jump ship
Yeah.
straight for
Yeah.
country.
yeah.
The country shit is definitely popping off right now.
It is the easiest of the genres to make.
But I mean, I'm listening to some of the country songs. Like I hear hip hop influences in some of the songs, like
Well, it rhymes,
Hardy,
right?
Hardy, like that. Truck bed this so that beat is like a trap hip hop beat. So there's so much.
Diplo's
crossover.
making country music.
Yeah.
It's such a great market because country. It once again, it's like the Trump crowd is the best consumer, right? Because they're very
Prideful.
they're prideful, right? There's no like Joe Biden fans, right? There's just people who like accept them,
Right.
But no one's like wearing hats, T-shirts, right? His whole community, the right wing community, is very like they subscribe to all that shit, and the most untapped market is the white Midwestern country market, right? You're just like if they fuck with you, they fuck with you. And they fuck with your fuck ups,
Totally.
right? Like if
They
you're
fuck
like,
with the fuck
they
ups
fuck
for
with the
sure.
fuck ups, right? Like you do something dumb, like and you know a bunch of liberals freak
got your
out.
back.
They're like, oh man, we're gonna sell out arenas for this guy. One more year, if we're not number 2 on iTunes, this is gonna be a right wing podcast because that's where the eyes are.
Right.
That's where the eyes
No,
are.
it's true
You-
though. Once you get, they are definitely ride or die.
Did you saw that TikTok chick? There's this TikTok chick. She's like a stay-at-home mom or some shit, and she's talking about like girls and their value and what kind of girls are normal and what kind of girls are not, and she slips in the N-word,
Oh my god, I heard about this.
and then she releases an apology video. That's basically like, yeah, I took and read all the comments. I did some reflecting, and yeah, like pretty much go fuck yourselves. And then she got fired from some job, but now she got offered a right wing podcast. It was like literally, she's like, oh, I now have
Really?
this new podcast, blah blah blah, and you know I'm an outspoken.
Wow.
I'm like, ah.
No, that's not cool though.
They're like
that one I don't like.
They're like we accept you,
Right,
We
but
racist over here,
but
come on.
someone's gonna be like,
Yeah,
oh,
that
what's
one I
wrong
don't
with
like.
saying that? You know, it's just a word,
No,
right?
no,
Someone
that one's
there's
not
an audience. Oh,
Yeah.
there she is.
Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke.
Whoa.
Bro, what part of your brain goes like, that's okay to
and
say.
on social media.
I
That's
one thing I
wild.
will say.
like you hit record.
Wow.
And
That's
went,
OD.
that's good.
That was
That's
crazy.
deep.
She's
deep.
bugging for
Like
that.
not even
She's bugging for that.
self-reflection, right? Like
One thing I'm gonna tell you though, she thought that she was like just talking to her group chat, like she's so no, but the way she said it, she's acting like she's talking to her homegirls from fucking town or some shit. I said, "Yo, baby girl, you feeling alright?"
the way she talks in the video about other women and their value of being like whores and like, you know, obviously
you're saying
dropping the
that
N word.
she's saying, like-
she's
Yeah.
definitely
Like on the
like
racist. Yeah,
she's,
you could
she's
tell.
she
Yeah,
is
like that?
truly. Yeah, that's not like a playful N word in her head. That's like how she.
Oh yeah, that's no good.
Yeah, dude, I do love it. The fact that they're outing themselves, right? At that point,
exactly.
you're just like,
Like,
all right.
There's a community for everyone. She has her own fucking show now.
Right, but
There's a
they'll
community for
they'll
everyone.
support her. That's the crazy part.
That's crazy.
She'll get support, right?
It's crazy.
Yeah, the community for everyone.
Because guess what? If she apologized, she wouldn't have the community of the left supporting her, and then wouldn't have the community of the right supporting her, right?
Right.
So she's like, I can only lean into
like,
the
I'm
one
leaning
side
into
that's
this.
got my back.
You can't apologize after that, though.
You have
That's
to.
crazy.
What do you mean you can't
No,
apologize?
but I'm saying, what are you apologizing for, my brother? She rolled it off the tongue like she's using that at the crib all day.
yeah, if she's saying that in public, I would love to know what she's screaming in her bedroom.
That was a mad natural like.
I wonder if it was a hard R.
was like a comma to her.
Was it a hard R? It was bleeped, so I don't know if it was a hard R or not. Though.
I'm not that it really matters to me at
It
this
had
point.
to be a
but
hard
still-
R
but
for
still,
like
yeah.
Twitter to kick you off.
Right.
I feel like
What a
X.
what a.
So fucked up. I looked up YouTube, or just her on YouTube.
She's a bird, honestly.
We found the lead cat is her phone number.
oh my god.
Oh no!
That's not fucked up. It's not fucked up. What's fucked up
People
about it?
been blowing her up.
It's not fucked up at all, in my opinion.
Should we call her?
Yo, should we call him right now?
She answers the phone like the Chappelle sketch. Remember the white people with the fucking N-word last name? It's like
He travels with Chappelle. You go on show with Chris Rock and Chappelle, and you do like your photography with these guys.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, Chappelle ever talks about these in situations like because I know he has like good stuff to say about this type of shit. Like
About what?
Like
Like-
ever like some shit like this happening like if a white person like slips one or something happens on the news. Have you ever heard him go off on it or no?
Kanye wanted to come around to a few shows, and this was like when Kanye was like persona non grata, right? Persona non grata. Nobody wanted to touch him
yeah, because of the-
It literally just came out, and everyone's like, "Yo, Kanye's coming," and we're just like, "I'm a photographer." I'm like, "Hell yes!"
Right. Yeah.
First of all, there's one thought that goes through my head instantly. I'm like, okay, I'm a Jew. He just said some crazy anti-Jew shit. If I'm standing next to him and I stab him, how famous am I? But then once again, it leans into the community. I go, I'll get the entire support of the Jewish community. And who's got better lawyers? Who'll get me out of this pickle? And I'll be a hero.
This kid, you clearly can.
I clearly didn't-
Shabbat Shalom. Yeah.
No, but I'll
You ride
drop
the
my
wave.
pants. I'll show my circumcised penis. I'm a Jew when it
You
needs
need
to be.
right.
But so I'm sitting there thinking about that, and I'm just getting hyped. But then I'm like, Krill, you can't do this. Like I was
you
like,
can't cut a
I was
pig.
like, you
You think
gotta,
you're
you
gonna
gotta,
stab
you got, you literally will lose your entire.
you weren't really
career.
thinking about it. You were really.
I was just high having. I was just like, this is one of those moments
Yeah.
in life that I could literally change the course of my life.
Wow.
It's
Right.
crazy that you get thoughts like that.
Oh, I have them all
That's
the time.
wild.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sure
don't
we-
act
I'm
upon
sure we
it.
all do
Right.
it to
I
a
probably would
degree.
have.
No, but he looks
like very
at it-
school
he
shooter
looks at it
kinda.
like a financial situation.
Right.
It's
Right.
crazy that you think like
No,
that.
I see your marketing. I'll
Yeah.
be cracking up.
Yeah.
When I see his little
So-
marketing things. I'm like, bro, this fool's hilarious.
But the funniest thing that ended
Very
up
smart.
happening is like I wasn't the only one who was like, you know, everyone was terrified of him being back there. Is that everyone rearranged their dressing room signs in case he did show up, and like our room, instead of saying Chris's name, said like Live Nation, like, you know, accounting. Basically, everyone was avoiding the encounter
Wow.
if he decided to roll in.
Right.
Thank God he didn't show up.
So that was the only time.
That was the only time. I mean, other than that, they didn't really air. Like, none of this shit was really. When we were on tour, this was like.
Chappelle's lights out. Though.
Pandemic.
I love how
He's
he puts
great.
shit together. Bro.
Yeah, how he-
he's
how he-
so funny.
He's the goat.
He
He's
really is the goat.
How he ties it all together.
You were gonna say something about Chris Rock because
I was just wondering because you know it's funny about the whole. I mean, not funny, but you know the whole stop situation.
Yeah.
Will opened to 100 million this weekend with Bad Boys.
I know. He's back. This fucking
I saw
dude.
it last
I
night.
love Will Smith.
I saw it last night. I love him too. That's my guy.
Will?
I mean, I don't know him personally.
I love
Like Will
That's my
Smith,
guy.
Kevin Hart. The Rock. There's like a whole collection of people that I don't care what they do. I'm watching.
Yo, to be honest with you, let's keep it real. I've been in parks before where kids got slapped for no reason also. and I don't talk about them. I don't feel, I still dap them up when I see them in the street years later. I still show them love. Like, I don't remember, oh, yo, James fucking slapped this kid. I shouldn't be friends with him.
That was a bigger stage.
It's a bigger
Well, maybe not the right place.
That was a bigger stage. But I see a lot of people, some people like saying like, you know what I mean, mad about it in front of the whole world. Will had to apologize. It was a big thing. Like he had to live a whole year. Like he lived his punishment.
You know, like,
I think he, you know what I mean? I think he's cool. Like,
and I do think that.
And if Chris didn't press charges, that's, you know what I mean?
That's on him.
As a Jew again, might I say,
Go.
It obviously helped ticket sales.
Oh, maybe.
Right? Like, not maybe. Like, like, bro,
it did, right?
You know, my boss got slapped into everyone's living rooms, like instantly, right? Like, it went from just being a presenter to literally being the most important talking point of the entire night.
Right. Oh, you're saying it gave helped viewers to the Oscars?
Well, it gave viewers to everything Chris did the minute that happened. So the tour instantly sells out, right?
True.
Everything everywhere turns to gold because people are just like. And Chris is like, I'm not giving an answer to the press. You got to come see me on tour.
But yo, Will, the bounce back is fire.
Crazy.
Fire bounce
because
back.
we know that there's going to be a production. There's a budget, right? When you know Will Smith's making a movie, you're like, we're not getting some garbage. Even if it is garbage sometimes, you're still like, I love this.
And look, Will's the GOAT. Like, you can't, like, deny it. First of all, he's, like, probably the first one to really be the rapper-actor crossover, like, superstar.
He's like Jamie Foxx to me. They're both
But he was the first one.
Right.
Yeah. Like, after Will did it, then everyone started like, okay, like,
we're down.
Independence Day? Oh, bro.
Crazy,
bro.
crazy.
Have you seen Will talk about the first Bad Boys when Michael Bay made him take his shirt open? You know, that famous shot?
Yeah.
And Will was just like, I don't want to take my shirt open. You know, I don't want to have it buttoned up. And Michael Bay's just like, dude, unbutton your fucking shirt. Okay? And just trust me. And he's like, okay, fine, reluctantly undoes his shirt. He gets the shot, and then he looks at Will Smith and goes, I just made you a fucking superstar. And literally he's like, came true. Came true right after that movie. He's like, I literally became the biggest.
Will is a little stubborn though. I could see him being a little stubborn.
Well, because he probably's like, I'm not a piece of meat, right? Like, I'm an actor, and he's like, bro.
And everyone has their insecurities too. Even though he looked good, he probably was like,
bro, Michael Bay did it to
working out.
He did it to Megan Fox. He's like, yo, I'll put you in Transformers and make you a household name.
I'm gonna let you guys know one thing about Will Smith. Will Smith has been practicing slapping people for a minute. He slapped a Russian reporter.
I remember that.
My brother, don't forget that.
I remember
Which
that.
one?
He slapped him. He ran up to him, said something to him.
Oh, he kissed him.
Yeah, he tried to kiss him.
Oh, okay,
He
yeah.
backhand him.
And he backed
Quick.
He said, "What do you?"
You can't do gay things like that with a black guy. You can't. You just
In
can't.
public?
No
Yeah.
way.
Nah, but not only that, what are you doing?
And he was working on Ali at that time too, so he was quick with the.
Yeah.
He was
He's
doing
like,
Ali.
you're
at the
lucky.
time.
He caught him nice too. He
Yeah,
said,
it was
boom,
cool,
Caught
yeah.
him a good one.
You think Chris should have sued, and got some money out of that, or you think he,
Nah.
you think he was?
Nah,
good
that
with
would have
the-
looked terrible. You have enough money.
Yo, watch. Yeah. Wow. It was
Did
nice
that,
too.
did that guy sue? Did that guy sue?
For what, bro? For where in Russia?
Sexual. Oh, that's in Russia?
Yeah, look at this. Watch, ready? Yeah, this shit is killer though. This is one of my favorites.
Yo, I'm surprised Putin didn't set him on fire.
Look. Oh, kiss.
Whoa, and it was nice too. He like
Bro.
did like that was a courtesy slap.
Dude, that guy tried to kiss Will Smith in Russia and didn't get killed the next day.
Bro, they're not gonna kill you for that.
Dude, for being gay?
No, bro.
In Russia?
It's all you can drag it. Nobody's killing you for that. They're not gonna kill
Well,
you for that.
you don't know. You don't know.
I know.
I'm
I
scared
know.
to go. Look at that. Hollywood reported that StubHub experienced more than 25 times the daily sales for the past 2 days since Chris Rock's upcoming stand-up comedy tour. The tickets jumped from $150 to $250 a ticket.
Yeah, so he got his he got his paper.
Yeah, he got his payoff.
Yeah,
got
he
a
got
good
his
little. It was great. That's why I don't believe anything anymore, because I'm always just like, are they marketing to me right now?
It was slightly weird. I mean, not to be a conspiracist, and like it doesn't make sense why it would be staged, but like it just didn't make sense when someone walks up to you like weird. Like, don't you like step back? Well, Chris was like this. He like leaned into the slap. It was so weird.
Very weird.
If you look into it, it's like, why are you leaning?
I
into
know.
the slap?
Maybe he's gonna go kiss him.
No, I agree with you.
You know,
I
but-
was in the barbershop. I was watching this. Everyone saw it. I'm like, my brother. I'm like, when somebody approaches me at such a rapid speed.
Yeah,
I-
there's
but
That's
something
your,
that
but that's your
happens.
friend. That's your friend.
Earl.
But still,
If you're coming
Earl,
up
stop.
to me on stage and be like, "Oh, we're gonna do something silly," I
My
didn't think you were
brother,
gonna
if
slap
I
me.
started approaching you
Yeah.
and you started
There's
foreseeing my
something, like-
approach,
I can't see you. Your backlit, the
come on,
lights.
pull up the
it's hot
pull up
there.
the slap.
bro.
Guys,
please.
you're gonna get me fired.
Oh yeah, facts.
Oh, actually, yeah. I just realized.
You guys over here like, yo, Team Will Smith. I'm like, I love him too. I have a secret.
Look, my man. This is the last thing we'll say about it.
His hair look
Look,
good.
Look, that doesn't look angry. That
And
doesn't look
leans
angry.
in. Like,
That doesn't look angry.
okay, that was quick. Real quick with it. Hey, props to Chris Rock on that amazing comeback
Bounce
right
back.
afterwards.
His bounce back was
You know what I
crazy.
mean?
Yeah.
Oh, Chris was in shape too, so he could handle that slap.
And also the fact that like he didn't touch, because that's stung. He didn't touch the face. He just ate it and was like joke and kept it moving.
Maybe we needed to sell some tickets. Who knows?
No, Chris did like whatever's going on. Chris definitely ate that.
He ate it.
Yeah.
And
I would have cried.
Yeah, shut up, bro. Don't tell.
I would have sued so fast if Will Smith slaps me.
No, don't say that.
What?
You're better than this.
No way. If Will Smith slapped you today, you wouldn't be like, "Thank the Lord, baby Jesus. I
Right.
never have to work again."
Yeah, but Chris has a sick fucking career to fucking turn it into something.
No,
What am
you
I
don't
gonna
need
do?
to. You just get paid.
I'm gonna make a
you
video.
just go, "I'm going to sue you."
No, it was great that he didn't press charges. Honestly,
Me too. I
just
agree.
for the culture. I'm glad
Right.
he didn't.
For the
at same-
culture.
for the culture, I'm glad he didn't do it. But he's probably kicking himself now that Will just opened to 100 million. It's like, damn, I could have got 20 million off that slap.
Right, dude. I was a white kid in college,
was-
and I went to see Chris
I
Rock
was
on
hoping
tour.
you would be.
Nah,
a white
I
kid
was
in
still
college.
a white. I was a white in college.
I was always white.
dude. I was such an idiot. I was such
Back
an.
when I was white, and
I just had no, I guess, awareness, but it was silly to me, and I thought it was a brilliant shirt. I went to a show, and he sold a shirt that was the Ritz logo, the Ritz crackers, and instead it just said "cracker ass cracker" on it.
See,
And I wore that, to school, like all the time.
right. Yeah,
Oh, you
can't
were
do
one
that
of
now.
those kids.
Yeah, I was like, this is funny to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was definitely had school shooter vibes. Now that I look back at it, crack ass cracker and like cargo pants.
Yeah, you're bugging for that. That's for sure.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
But that's only when you were back in the day when you were white.
Yeah.
Yeah, now
Yeah, you
kind
got
of tanned out a little.
yeah, because you're in the rap world.
Yes.
You're in the hip hop world.
Am I? I don't know.
I think you are.
Okay, I'll take it.
Why? You don't think you are?
Yeah, I don't know. I never consider myself like in the rap world, but I just make whatever music. But I do rap, so yes.
Right.
I'm not gonna correct you.
I feel like you're like a vibe.
That's kind of like what I say.
As gay as that was.
I
a
know.
vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah, my brother,
it's
I'm
like-
a- I don't know what that was.
It's
I'm
like
keep
it's
it-
like it's not a genre. It's a feeling, right?
Yeah.
It's like ooh,
You do, and your
right?
music does have a feeling.
Because like
It's a feeling, a lifestyle.
Other music presents feeling too, blah blah blah. But like
Yeah.
50 Cent isn't like a vibe for me. It's
No,
like,
he's a vibe for me, but it's a different vibe.
It's
It's a
like an
different vibe.
emotion.
It's a different
Yeah, it's a different
It's a
vibe.
different thing. But
His-
like with
his
you,
vibe
you're
is like,
like,
I
I'm
wanna-
like, yo, just go.
Cool. I like that.
Your
Yeah.
vibe is very like, I want to just go through the coast of Cali. I want to go to San Diego.
Yeah.
I want to just chill. I want to go for a little drink by the beach.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I grew up in Malibu,
yeah.
so I grew up like beach parties.
Damn.
and
Was it a rich town?
it is rich town. I grew up not rich in a rich town.
How was that?
It was cool. I was in Malibu because I moved there with my grandparents when I was
Okay.
like 5 years old. Yeah, I lived out there from 5 on, and it was cool not being rich, I guess, because it made me fucking have a drive, but at the same time not really care about money because all my rich friends still had mad problems and shit like that.
Did you stand out in that
Yeah,
crowd?
because I was like one of the only black people like in elementary school. When I got to like high school and shit, there was more of us rocking, but yeah, there weren't many of us in class. I definitely stood out for sure.
You were probably cool.
I think I was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I played all the sports. You know what I mean? I was on all the sports teams. Played basketball,
That's cool.
soccer.
So you spent your entire life in Malibu, pretty much.
Yeah. And then I, like when I got to like college time, I went to San Diego. And did very horribly in junior college out there, Grossmont College. So I did that. And then after college, I was like, fuck, I really want to pursue this music shit. But I just didn't really know what avenue, you know what I mean? I tried to start a band out in San Diego.
Right.
And I moved back to LA. And that's when I met Cisco Adler. And Cisco was always in Malibu, but we hadn't known each other because there was like a little age gap. But like after like high school and shit, I would come out to shows and we just connected, started making some music, and our shit just kind of started popping off. At first, I was a solo artist because he was in another band, but he was producing my stuff. So I was just like bouncing around Los Angeles and
he's like from Music Royalty, right? His dad,
Music Royalty.
Lou Adler, right?
Yeah.
What was he?
Lou Adler's a legend.
Right.
He did the Mamas and Papas, Sam Cooke, wrote all that stuff.
Yeah. So just like musical royalty.
Yeah, he's from that family. And Cisco was doing, like, he was in a really dope band called White Star at the time. I don't know if you were familiar with White Star.
Nope.
Malibu's a small town, so there's only a few bands that were popping at the time.
And people in general that you can intersect with, basically.
Exactly. There was one location, it's called Malibu Inn, where we all played. And it's now Aviator Nation, but Malibu was a classic spot. We all played music there. I had a band in high school called PIMP. Because
Nice.
I was a big Pharrell fan, and he had NERD. So I was just copying Pharrell, essentially.
And is this all originals you guys would play, or you'd have to do covers?
All originals. Oh,
Sick.
actually, but I would do, because I was into Chili Peppers and stuff, so I would do like some Chili Peppers covers. I would do a Rage Against the Machine cover. Yeah.
So basically, you guys, you write Buzzin', and you write Corona and Lime, and what, you're just playing that in these bars and all these gigs that you're doing?
Yeah, and put it on
And how the
MySpace.
fuck does that end up on the radio
Yeah.
and making a shit ton of money? How does that process look in 2009?
Back then, we got a record deal by this guy named Jordan Schur. Jordan Schur has done a lot of classic albums. He did The Cure, Ashley Simpson. He did Limp Bizkit.
Oh, wow.
Sick.
And he, at the time, got his own label under Universal called Shurtone. And we were one of the first artists that he signed up. Yeah, Jordan heard us because Cisco went to go show him some White Star. Cisco went to show him some, I think Cisco and White Star was almost about to maybe get signed. And then Cisco gave Jordan a CD with all the other shit that Cisco was working on. Because at the time, Cisco was also, producing a scene. He was producing Andre Legacy, Dirt Nasty,
Right.
Mickey Avalon.
Mickey did the podcast.
Did he?
Yeah.
Love him. He's great. Jordan and Cisco were talking on some other shit, and then Cisco was like, yo, here's a CD of some other shit that I'm working on. And it was like a mix CD of like 20 songs between me, Dirt Nasty, everything, and Buzzin' was on there. Just Buzzin' by itself. And then Cisco called me one day. He was like, yo, bro, like, what are you doing? We have a meeting with this guy Jordan Schur. I guess he heard Buzzin' on the thing and picked it out and like heard it was a hit. And we went and linked with him. We got signed on the spot. It was crazy. It was kind of like one of those amazing like stories.
When you get signed on a spot, or they're like, yo, here's a check.
I wish it was like that because your boy was broke as shit. I was like, yo, no. It took a while. It took a while for the money, because the lawyers got to pop in, the whole shit. But it was funny because we walked into the office and like Jordan's office was under construction at the time because he just got his subsidiary label. And so it was like boxes and shit. But it was in the Universal building out there in Santa Monica, which is ironic because I used to intern in that building. So when I was like 14, I used to intern on the same floor where Shurtone was. So I knew, and our general manager of the label, Lexi, I used to intern for her directly. I was like, Lexi, do you remember me? And she didn't remember me, but anyway. So Jordan looked up my MySpace at the time, and I guess it took like a month for us to get our first or 2 months maybe to get the check and shit.
Wow.
The contract. And
I always when I listen to hit singles, I'm always like, would I understand that this is a hit before it was fed to me that it's a hit?
Good question.
Like, do you listen to a full album and you're like, oh yeah, that's the best song because everyone's playing it? Or do I actually can I pick a single?
I do.
Before finding out it's
right
the
away.
single.
But what you can do as an artist though, like Buzzin', for instance,
Yeah.
when we made that, it was during MySpace time. So we would make a song. It wasn't mixed or mastered, no shit. Put it up for download. Right there.
So you could tell.
So right away, that song, girls would hit me like, this is so, you know what I mean? I would show all kinds of stuff, but people would really fuck with that song.
You remember Hot New Hip Hop? Remember the website Hot New Hip Hop? So the new songs used to come up on Hot New Hip Hop, and I used to literally be a fiend and sit there and watch everything that would leak. And my boys would hit me and be like, yo, what do you have? Because you filter out 20 songs, and then you pick those 3, 4, 5. Like Wayne's coming out with a mixtape, and then he's dropping that. Then Drake came out with the Friends mixtape or whatever.
Right.
And you just keep dissecting until you get it. Bro, I got so good at that. I started, when Pop Smoke came out, and I listened to the first like 4 or 5 songs that he came out. I said, welcome to the party. I said, the song is it's over. I said, it's done. I said, it was like 20,000 views on it. They go, no, bro, it's aggressive. We don't like it. Some of the kids in New York are like, he's too loud. It's not gonna work. I said, yeah. I said, watch. I said, give it 6 months. This guy is out of here.
All right, good. I need to know. I might get your number and start sending you demos. See what you think about shit. Cause
On
like
Q
that.
sends me music all the time. He'll be like, yo, what do you think of this? And I'm like, oh, this is.
I know it sounds good.
No, I know. Like,
Okay.
I'm telling you. Like, when I have so much confidence in that.
Yeah.
Like, that's one thing I know for sure. Like, when I listen to some of the stuff, I'm like, oh, it's over.
Would you have passed on Gangnam Style?
Gangnam Style is a cartoonish song of like the shark.
Stop trying to
it's
sound
like a
smart
shark.
now. He's like,
what is
Gangnam
the shark?
Style
What is the
is,
shark song?
Oh,
The
Baby Shark. Baby Shark.
That's different. That's that.
Right,
We're
right,
talking
right.
about you're influencing like
no,
little
Gangnam
kids.
Style is the #1 music video on YouTube.
It's for little
Oh,
kids.
yeah.
No,
Is
it's
this-
not.
is this still
Yes, it
number one?
is.
No, it's not. It's
Right.
an adult.
A pop.
Asian
Yeah,
girl.
Koreans love it.
They got their whole vibe from LMFAO.
Right.
That beat,
Yeah.
that whole Gangnam Style
Oh,
beat.
yeah.
He said
LMFAO.
it. I think.
Oh,
he
did he
said
say
it in
that?
an interview? Yeah.
Oh, did he say that?
said that he saw it and he's like, I want
He
to.
Because it was during that time.
he basically did what like Asians do best is like literally just like take what the working formula and then just copy it because they have such a large audience over there. They're like, oh, it's gotta hit if it works in America.
Right.
And then they planted the seed, dissolved LMFAO, and the whole scene imploded.
Have you ever uploaded your stuff on that new Piff?
Oh, yeah. I used to do that shit all the time.
Brother, I used to
Bro,
sit
you
on
just
that-
had me back. Like, that was a throwback. Holy
Yo,
shit.
That new Piff, I used to sit there
Yeah.
and dissect through mixtapes.
I think it's just called Dat Piff.
that's it. It's gone.
Oh.
They killed the whole thing.
It's
They
all right.
scrapped it.
I used to always put my shit up on there.
Mac Miller, I discovered off that. Wiz Khalifa came off
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know how many people I found off of, and those were the original guys that started independent stuff.
Totally.
Those were the first dudes that came out and were like, yo, listen, like, I don't need no deals.
Wiz and Mac, you're talking about?
Well, Mac Miller was one of the first ones. He was the first one that had built his own team, delegated the whole situation, and he's like, yo, listen, we're going to make money on our own, and we'll figure this out.
Right. No, I love
And he
that.
did.
And he killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. They did pioneer that.
What does a label do for an artist now?
They put
Like
the
you
money
guys-
behind you, right?
Put the money up.
What for you to just live?
But also, this is more than money. Like, this whole label, they're really good at, like, just like the release, the rollout, helping me
Sick.
like pitching to all the DSPs, pitching my shit to all the sync stuff. So like these guys are really good. Called Ineffable that I just partnered up with. But it's great because I still own my masters.
How much of your musical income came from like corporate work?
I do great with publishing.
That's dope.
I do great with publishing actually.
It's the best
and that,
music.
And those songs,
Dude, I'm such a Jew for that.
and those songs still crush it for me. It's wild. It's wild how like much those songs are still getting played. Buzzing and Corona Lime. I just beat Buzzing Out on my Spotify just in the last 6 months. But that song's been out for like 10 plus years.
15.
And I just beat it up with one of my new song, Too Late. I have it with this band called the Dirty Heads. Jared Watts on the Dirty Heads. And that shit just now is #1 on my Spotify. But that shit took a fucking long ass time, bro. But look, it's all love. Like me, I'm competitive with myself. So of course I want to like keep on making songs that really hit with people. I've kind of given up on the whole radio situation because like radio is amazing, but it just costs a lot of money.
You're better off on TikTok.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
like also like you're saying,
So
you're
it's
playing
like-
these big shows with your band, and
I'm
if that
playing-
makes you fucking so happy, as long as you keep making music for those fans, like they're just gonna be there for the whole journey.
Exactly.
Right? You're like, I'm not gonna, unless people die.
who listens to
but-
the radio though?
New journey, they're gonna be with me for the whole journey. And then my new shit, I'm like, I've seen a lot of growth in new fans these last 2 years, like a lot, because I've kind of like, I don't know, I guess put out some dope shit in my opinion, and so
Yeah.
I see it growing. So it's kind of cool. I got these people who've been with me for like 15 years. They're like, I got 50-year-old fans that trip me out. They come to my shows. They're 50, like, I've been rocking with you since 08, because they were like what 30 or 30, like
Dude,
late
you
30s
are
then.
forever embedded in like my generation's like party days. I have a best friend who's literally like shit her pants when I told her you're coming on. She's like, oh my God. She wanted to book you for her wedding. I think I hit your boy, Greg
Yeah.
Weinstein?
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
whatever
Greg
his name
Fishman.
is. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
same family.
Whatever. Some Jews.
Shout out Greg. Greg's my boy.
You're part of a core memory for people. So it's like the nostalgia factor also works.
It's a trip to me because like during the time we were just kind of like so immersed into work and been like, okay, what's next? I think we all kind of do that as humans. It's like, okay, like what's next? You know what I mean? And
Of course.
looking back, I'm like, oh wow. And like when I hear stories, people tell me like what the music has meant to them. It blows my mind because honestly, we were just having fun. Like, so the fact that it resonated, and it is a nostalgic
Right.
thing.
It's amazing.
And you're also authentic, right? Like you're like, I'm from
Exactly.
Malibu, from the beach. Like you're not writing anything, too outlandish,
Right.
right? Where it's just like, oh, this is like,
But not only
this
that,
is
it's
his
very
life.
original.
I just feel like people
Yeah.
nowadays, there's so much music out there, so people can choose what vibe they want, and like they don't come for Shwayze for like any deep, crazy shit. More just like, all right, I'm chilling with my girl, or I'm on the
Yeah.
beach, or
It's like you, like, you just wanna, like-
But what else do you want?
You know what I mean?
What else do we want?
You just want to
said
sit in your convertible at the beach, catch a sunset, and like finger your girl. And you're like, that's the vibe.
If I'm in traffic
That's
in
a
New York,
vibe.
then I'm playing Get Rich or Die Trying. But if, you know what I
Right,
mean?
because you're angry.
I'm trying to make sure I'm ready to go, always, just in
right.
case. But out here, if I'm cruising to Joshua Tree, I'm playing Shwayze.
Yeah.
That makes me
You
happy.
make roadhead music.
Let's go.
Yeah.
fire.
That's
Bro,
great.
so many people come up to me like, yo, like I had sex for the first time, I smoked for the first time in your music. I'm like, what?
Like, as a fan, really dropped a little too much information on you.
Wow, all kinds of stuff, man. Like,
It's probably been so much you probably doesn't even remember.
I know it's kind of hard to like dig into things, but it's always funny when guys are like, "This is my girl, bro. You could just take her." I'm like, bro,
My man's been making music for 20
Wait, you
years.
need a banger?
yeah.
Oh
like-
my God, that's
I'm like, bro,
crazy.
that's chill. Like,
It'd be
no,
so-
this is a sweet.
You'd be
young
like, you can
lady."
pay me. That's,
exactly.
real
That's
meet and
OD
great.
crazy, though. That's
No, I don't know.
That's definitely wild.
No, like my fans are like literally like people that I would kick it with, because like when I go out to my shows, I do like my little meet and greets, and I'm out there for like ever, just kicking it. I'm like, shit, I gotta go
Right,
on
they
in
just
5
bring you
minutes.
drugs.
guys. Yeah. Oh man, they're amazing. They bring obviously tons of weed, food. I've had people come and bring like incredible.
You gotta try this, bro.
Yeah. Like no, like
And
spend
boobs,
8
do you
hours
sign
making
boobs?
food and like
Yeah.
coming through. Yeah,
They
it's pretty
ask
wild.
you to sign their tits.
Oh yeah,
It's
because
the
I have
best.
that left boob.
No one brings me food.
I have like a line talking about signing on the left boob. So like specifically people coming
Dude,
with the left leg.
you're a real piece of shit. You just put that lyric in. He's like, and like, I love crisp $100 bills. And now, people just start bringing you hundreds.
Damn.
Yeah.
Honestly, music, if I had a wish, I'd definitely do music.
You know why music is
In my
cool?
past life.
Because music's the kind of thing where, like, if I had any talent in that world and had recognizability, I'd just show up to bars and be like, "Oh, look who it is!
Right.
Like, I'm blessing you." Right?
Yeah,
I would
it's-
do that. It's I want to be the man, right? I
Right.
want to be able to play the piano at like a fucking, holiday party with 100 people and just like, oh,
I mean, when you lock in a
No, that
full-
is a cool like vision.
right,
Yeah.
right.
I wish I could do
you
that
could
too,
do
to be
that, but
honest.
you can just roll up to like a house party in Malibu and they're like, "Oh my God."
Yeah, but I love my level of fame because I got the kind of level of fame that like people don't really recognize me when I'm out. I'll go out to bars or I'll even like talk to someone and like I'll introduce myself as Aaron and like maybe for the slight chance someone will recognize me. Or if I say that I'm Shwayze later, if I'm talking to a girl, I'm like, "Oh, what do you do?" Like music, and we figure out that I'm Shwayze. Like, wait, the Shwayze? Like that sometimes that'll
Yeah.
work.
How quickly is it like, oh, the Shwayze?
There is a little. Sometimes there's a little switch up. Sometimes
Yeah,
there's a
I don't
little
have a
switch up.
boyfriend anymore.
But no, I like not being noticed at all. It's kinda
Right, but
sick.
then you could still show up and sing.
Then I can still do that.
You could
You're
still
right.
show up, and then they're like, "Whoa."
Yeah. No, that is kind of cool. That is
Sick
a cool
feeling.
thing. I've asked her like sometimes I'll like my cousin or someone will get married and they'll be like, "Yo, will you sing Bustin' Crown Line real quick?" They'll throw it my last
Yeah.
one. Of course. Like fucking and it starts rocking. It's kind of cool.
That's
It is a cool thing that you can pull out.
Okay, cool. Invite you to my wedding. Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Be like,
no, that's like
I'm
the
not
move.
email. I'm not talking to Greg
Yeah, yeah,
Weinstein
yeah. No,
trying to
yeah,
get a rate. Be a lot cheaper to just invite you to the wedding. And be like, now am I going?
Shit, now everyone knows, but that's pretty much the move. Yeah, just give me some tequila. Make sure there's a mic there for me, and yeah, we gonna pop.
You'll always perform,
Probably if there's a little vibe.
Right,
I mean, like,
why not?
I'm a showman.
and you're a single man.
I'm single. Yeah.
Yeah, so of course you're like, how am I gonna quickly stand out from the crowd?
I like it, and then there's also obviously a piece where we're like, all right, baby, pay up, But then there's also that part where we're like, yo, if we're vibing, we're vibing. Like,
Right.
let's make it happen. There was a moment where YG was in Marquee when me and Kirill were there, and he shows up out of nowhere with his bodyguard, and the DJ just realizes that YG shows up, and it's in New York, and he's just walking through with the bodyguard. Nobody knew. There's no section, nothing. He just popped in just to chill. DJ just go YG, and then he just starts blasting "Who Do You Love?"
Yeah.
and then YG's like, bro. He's like, all right. And then he comes over, he's, come on, man, come on. And he gives him the mic. He goes, bitch, who do you love? And then the whole place just erupts.
Goes crazy.
Right.
And it was just, and then
That's got to be worth it.
and it was
it's just
so
a good memory
sick.
for everyone.
Bro, why
And
else
I
are
was
you
like,
out?
wow. I was like, this is sick.
yeah.
Why is he going out? Is he going out to meet girls or to just like hang out with his bodyguards? He's
Yeah.
going out to meet pussy. And that's probably like the best thing that could happen.
But I honestly saw his face, and I saw that he was kind of like a little annoyed because he's like, I'm not getting paid. I just showed up here. You out here blasting this "Who Do You Love" shit, throwing it in
But
my face.
I'm a little more horny.
And then out of nowhere, he just kind of like goes right into character, boom, and he just and dropped it. And I was like, wow, this is a vibe ski. I'm like, this
That's
is
cool.
Dude,
I
you know
love when
what's
that kind of stuff
crazy
happens.
about that? I was going to ask you about this because you said this in an interview, and I feel exactly the same way, that you have two personalities.
Yeah.
That you're like, there's me when I'm on stage, and I'm high energy, and I'm me. And then the minute you're off stage, you're like, yo, I'm a dad.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
chilling. Complete opposite vibes. And it's like how to have to turn YG on instantly from just being a pedestrian to like, yo, okay.
Right.
You know,
I find that
I relate to that. I'm just saying.
No,
a lot.
1000%. And I find that now it's like more. I'm the like pedestrian dad more so. Like I go on tour a lot, and of course I'm Shwayze. Boom, we turn it up. A little bit of tequila too really helps the Shwayze come out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it comes out.
I love that.
We went to the same school, you and I.
yeah, tequila all day. baby.
Two shots
All
of tequila,
day.
and I'm your best friend.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, I start doing things I didn't even remember I could do.
You're like, I put on, what a show.
Yeah, tequila really is the move.
Yeah, tequila's the best. I mean, look, I think every alcohol gives you like a vibe. Vodka for me, I don't know. I guess I get kind of like a little like just drunk. I don't know. It doesn't make me feel good when I drink vodka. For some reason.
Me neither.
Like when I ingest it, like whiskey or something like that. I'm down to fight. Like
Me too. I get aggressive.
Like,
And a
we
massive-
gotta roll on somebody.
Yeah.
Like let's go. Like I'm
Yeah.
your guy. Like
Yeah.
even though I'm like this like
Right.
chillest motherfucker.
But it makes you feel
but
weird.
Whiskey, I'm just
Yeah.
like I don't know why. I'm just like what the
Yeah,
fuck?
me
Well,
too.
yeah,
So
because
I
you
got
got
off
whiskey
that shit.
dick, so all the blood's like, gotta go
I
somewhere
do
else.
agree with him. For some reason, the dark liquor really gets me tight.
It's just like
And it makes me a little emotional too, like kind of whack. Like, I
right.
don't really like that.
So I dipped off that, and then I found tequila, and I'm like, wow, I like the Reposado personally. Casamigos specifically.
Oh, man. I would have offered you a shot.
Damn, the Casamigos Reposado.
Brother, man, that's my stuff.
Is it-
Yeah,
It's
two of
nectar.
those, and I could do anything.
No, two of those is
You
perfect.
can convince me to do anything.
I get more energized than I get off coffee sometimes off tequila.
Right.
Like I'll be like wired.
Well, it's an upper. It's fun. You're like, tequila to me is a sign of good times.
Right.
Like, I'm never drinking tequila because my life's in the shitter. Right? Like, I drink tequila like when I'm like, yo, let's have a good time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't drink to forget. I smoke to forget.
Yeah, smoke is a nice number.
Yeah. I like to numb with weed, and I like to celebrate with alcohol. And that's why I'm not an addict.
I had to take a break from weed though, just to make sure I could.
Oh,
know.
I've done that for like 2 weeks.
That's a crazy one.
Looking at it, it is so habit forming. Like before I eat, after I eat, before a movie, before bed.
Did anything change about you?
My memory is pretty good. And also like in conversation, like right now I might like stutter or like lose a thought for like half a second.
Oh my God, I lost 5 thoughts.
Me
in the
too. Like
last 5
there was something that I
minutes.
wanted to say so many times. I'm like, God damn it.
Oh,
But that's the weed.
I
When I
can't wait
wasn't
for
on
it.
the weed, my shit was sharp.
don't worry.
I had to shut
AI will
myself
catch
up,
up.
actually because I get so excited. Some of the shit you guys blur out, like oh, fucking trying to yell at me,
And then
I
you're
have
just running it
and
through your head.
I'm literally have to sit here and I'm like, yo, let him talk, bro. Shut the fuck up for a second.
You try to hold it and then you like
Yeah.
engage in the conversation
Yeah.
and you lost it.
Because I get too hype. I'm like, oh, you say something, it sparks something. I'm like, ah.
I did it for the month of February, and I did it on my Instagram because I knew if I do it with my fans, then they hold me accountable.
You could lie to them.
I know, but I couldn't because then I started getting DMs like I'm doing it with you, bro. I had so many people do it with me. I just met a girl maybe a month ago, one of my shows, and her boyfriend. She was like, I'm a year sober from starting with me that day, and she's a year sober now. I'm like, fuck, I'm back. I'm like, congratulations. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. No, but no, she was very
You're out
sweet.
there
So it's interesting the effect that you do have on people. You know what I mean? And like I was doing it selfishly just to like keep myself strong.
Right.
But bro, the amount of people that went on the sober thing and then started voicing like, how difficult it was for them to stop smoking weed too. Cause it's hard. It took 2 weeks for me to be fully like, okay, cool, I'm off the fucking thing. But bro, for the other 2 weeks, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat correctly. I was fucking
Nightmares and
grumpy
shit,
and
right?
shit. I was waking up with cold sweats. I don't want to say withdrawals because like, people go through real drugs and I don't want to like,
Right, yeah.
say that there's withdrawals, but there are like slight withdrawals. Nothing as crazy as like the crazy drugs, but there
Right.
are effects that you come off
From
of.
weed, yeah.
It was cool. I went on a tour. My boy was smoking the whole tour. I was sober from it. So I went 80 days, and I also did it because I wanted to feel high again. I smoked so much. I'm like, damn, am I getting high right now? Am I
Yeah,
just-
that's I experienced.
Am I even
like,
getting high? I'm
blindness.
just hitting this shit. Like
That's why people
why
start
am I
doing
like
dabs.
a crackhead with this fucking joint?
That's what-
But then after that 80 days that hit, boy, I got high. Holy
Dude, it hits
shit.
so good.
It's hard. It's hard.
Like I was like, oh fuck, this is what it was like.
This kid also stopped smoking for a week, and then look at him. Fucking,
But a week's
Now
good.
back.
Looks
Even
like
a week,
sloth.
even a week's great.
Yeah, it's just like why?
it feels nice.
It feels great. Why shouldn't you do things that feel great?
Yeah,
I
agree.
love the little smirk you have.
That's for
It's
my
a
man.
little
You know what my
sinister
smirk is? I'm so mad because I lost a really good thought.
Damn it.
And I
The
was
weed.
like, this is good weed, and I'm like, get back.
You're like, this is why.
This is
Man.
yeah. I don't think I could ever truly go sober. But I think life's way too like interesting to just only enjoy it through one lens forever.
I'm trying to raw dog this shit.
Really?
Nah, I'm kidding.
No, you're not. It's fucking awful.
I've been definitely, since I moved to LA, I've definitely been smoking a little bit.
Do you drink?
I drink. But I like to drink to celebrate also, like tequila, just chill and stuff like that. But I'm big into like, working out, trying to have a good routine.
Exactly.
Eat healthy. But since I moved to LA, I've definitely been numbing myself out with weed a little bit, which is not good.
Weed is definitely a number. I find that I don't drink ever at home.
Never, yeah.
Like if I'm at home chilling, I'm not popping a beer, watching
No.
the game, or I'm not like. Only time I ever drink is like in a social environment or like before a show.
Same.
Yeah.
I noticed that. Like I never, but I smoke all the time. But
Alcohol is lube for me for like a social setting.
yeah,
Right, like I can't go into that pussy dry. Right, like I just gotta go. Like, and at home I have no social awkwardness. Like you come to my house, I have no reason to be uncomfortable. I'm
Right.
not drinking that.
Right.
But if I'm out, I'm like, this is fucking
Yeah,
awful.
that would be such a
social.
good commercial. Tequila's lube first. That's
Yeah,
such a
it.
good one.
That's all it is.
love
We
that.
should sell tequila that comes in like a lube pack. And
That's
just
crazy.
like Go-Gurt tequila, just a 2-shot.
yeah, that's great.
Would you feel when you said you were inspiring all these people
Oh,
to
that
quit
sounds-
to quit, drugs or be sober with you, and you saw such a big response? I'd be like, oh my god, I could sell these people anything,
Well, I did actually think about making a book about it.
right?
Yeah.
But you're like,
my brain went
damn,
in
look
that.
at all these suckers,
Well, it
like,
did blow
and like
my
I
mind.
can, I'm influencing them.
And all these suckers. That's funny. No, I looked.
I mean,
at
I
them,
love them, but
I
like,
looked at them like, oh shit. Okay, well, we are feeling the same thing, and people were asking me tons of questions. So I kind of wanted to do it in a way where I could give them a guide. If I could do it, you could do it, type of thing. If I made money, cool. But more just like,
I mean, it's a hard guide. Your first guide is like, step 1, step out into Malibu, and they're like, bro, I don't have Malibu.
That's funny. That's funny.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what would the guide be to quitting?
What were the steps?
I mean, I quit it for a week, but I just quit it because my girl couldn't smoke after surgery. So I was like, I'm going to do it with you. And I just stopped.
Giving you other tools like that keep your mind off of smoking, whether it be like fitness or like how you eat or cooking. Because like if you cook your own food and you're like working on fitness and like you're doing yoga and shit like that, or like every time you think about smoking, do some push-ups. I don't know. Make
gotta supplement it
Make
with
it a
something.
challenge kind of situation.
It's
You
true.
know?
You gotta-
I don't know how I got through it, but it's honestly getting through the first 2 weeks. If you get through the first 2 weeks of smoking,
Yeah, because it's a habit.
it's out of you, and you don't even care about it anymore.
Well, you've just, by then, I feel like you've built a new system to
Exactly.
drown out the voices in my head, right?
It's
Like in
facts.
that 2 weeks, you're just like, oh, I found a new plan.
All the emotions, anything that's stressing you out, like, oh, I got this shit,
Yeah.
it hits.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're like,
that's
oh,
why
fuck.
usually I reach for
and
the
also
joint.
what hits is your dreams. When you smoke a lot, you don't have dreams, or you don't remember them at least. When you're sober off weed, it's oh shit, like vivid, gnarly dreams, which are kind of cool, kind of wild.
Some of them, I noticed that after I stop smoking and I don't smoke, I get nightmares. If I
Yeah,
stop,
yeah.
I get mad, weird, like dreams, nightmares. I'm always fucking fighting something or doing some shit. It's crazy.
All the stresses really hit you. On weed, I could have a million things like this is do. Oh shit, like fucking you gotta do this video about. And I'm like, cool.
You're like, I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm
perfect.
alive.
I'm like, I got you.
Whatever happens, happens.
There's a slight more bit of like me, like a little bit more stress, like, oh fuck.
Right. That's why I think weed is great. I think it could bring about world peace. If anything could, it would be marijuana.
Sometimes there's a little bit of tiredness. Like, you know how you're driving late, like at 5, 7, or
Yeah.
you know, and like you get a little tired from the none of that. Also, well, like I had no fatigue.
That's whack. I hate that. That
With
burnout.
with
burnout
no
feeling.
weed, no fatigue.
Right.
I was like, oh, that's rock. I could
Yeah,
get more.
up till 2 a.m.
Well, I still go to bed pretty early, but yeah, if I need to get, it's just no fatigue in the day at all. You're just like zing.
It is nice to be completely lucid.
Yeah.
I like being energetic.
That's why I love
the
it
reason
about
why I only smoke. I tell him, he's like, oh, but you smoke. I'm like, yeah, at night.
At night.
When I know everything's done, so but if I feel like I need to be places and I'm driving, and I'm like tired and for what? I got to be sharp. Like,
And when I was off the weed I didn't think that I was like, man, I could go forever. But then on tour, once I hit it, I was like, ooh, I missed this.
Oh my God, you're like, damn.
yeah, because it slows everything down.
But I feel bad because people are
Because
still in my
it's-
DMs like, you smoke?
But
I'm like,
it's-
yeah, it was only for 80 days, guys. It's last year.
Right, just feel
Let it go. It's weird. Instagram's such a weird thing. People feel like they're really inside your life with you, doing something.
Well, because now they feel like they know you so much because you've given them so much, and they also have no social awareness, right? These people grew up on the internet, so they don't know how to even talk.
I wasn't even thinking
people-
about this. Yeah, like they'll
yeah.
ask some shit about my mom. I did a video, and she's like, "Oh, so did she ever?" I'll be like,
They're like, bro, get out of my
So what are you
fucking
talking
business.
It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild that.
I said, "What?"
Because like you don't realize, again, you don't realize the effect that you have when you post.
Yeah.
You don't realize who's watching too. I'll see a mom that I haven't seen forever. Oh, you were in last weekend. You were so. I was like, oh wow, holy shit. I'm like, damn, I should need to watch what I'm posting sometime. I'm like, what the fuck am I? Everyone's seeing this shit.
Yeah,
But it's kind of cool though. At the same time,
it's cool.
It's interesting because like when I was in high school, we couldn't do that. We couldn't connect with. I couldn't like DM Pharrell.
Right.
We had bigger superstars back then, but I don't know. I think that it's more important to be accessible to them now. Everyone wants to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, because now it's like they fully explain to you that you're a brand, right? So like you need to collect as many fans that are in love with you because they're gonna go on this journey with you forever, right? There's no more like riding off into the sunset as an artist. Back then, you could kind of disappear with like after an album or two, and now if you build up a fan base, like what Justin Bieber's gonna suddenly lose all his followers, right? He can essentially sell you pasta tomorrow. He doesn't even have to make music, right?
Because they're connecting with you. Like, of course, they're listening to the music, but they're really connecting with the person.
Right.
And if you can get fans to do that, you got fans forever.
100%.
Then they're like, oh my God, now he's making music. But, he's got a kid.
Unless you fake your own
He
death.
has a weed. He has a weed book.
This
Yeah.
shit,
Unless you
right?
fake your own death, that's the only time you lose some fans.
I faked my own death, and it was worth every penny.
But no, I forgot to ask him the hip hop thing. But
yeah.
I wanted to ask you something, right? Since you're from the West Coast and you're around hip hop.
And you have a song with him.
Who?
Kendrick.
Oh, I do have a song with Kendrick. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was
Did
wondering.
you just forget you had a song with him?
I was like, I have a song with Kendrick. I'm like, I was hype. I was like, that's that Gemini shit. Like,
Like, bro,
yeah,
what?
yeah.
said I was hype. He said, "Yo, I got Max. I got a song with him."
All right, guys. I'm like,
Let's
Kendrick's
go.
the GOAT, baby.
I was gonna say, have you been following the beef with Kendrick?
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
How do you feel about this whole scenario? You've been enjoying it like a WWE kind of vibe, or
Absolutely have I been enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's just been great. It's also made me insecure about my shit because I'm like, bro, I could not last in this fucking battle for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But no, they're just so. I'll be like J. Cole. I'll be like, nope, I'm out of this thing. But they both did a great job. I mean,
do you have a side that you pick, or are you kind of just watching it from the neutral standpoint?
I think Kendrick definitely won.
Yeah.
100% with that last record. It's just such a banger. It's just like, I think that like people in fucking bar mitzvahs are fucking singing it. Like across the world, everyone's singing this shit. Props to Drake. Drake did a fucking good job. Drake was killing it.
Drake stands his ground.
Man, he was killing it. It was just a pleasure as a fan to listen to and
Right.
For
just
the
watch them
culture.
spar.
Yeah, for the
At first, I was like, "Damn, why do we gotta be battling?" You know what I mean? But then I saw, like the numbers for like the whole hip hop shit like went up. I feel like this is the breath that we
It
needed.
elevated the sport a little.
Yeah, it elevated the sport. So I love it. No one died.
There's
and
no
I think that's the
loser
most
in that.
important
There's
thing.
no loser in that battle.
Absolutely.
well, Drake's security guard almost died.
Oh yeah, Drake got
Yeah,
that
but he
sucks.
signed up for that job.
But I think Drake got a little chink in his armor. I think, but I think that was good. I think Kendrick humbled him a bit because Drake was just coming after everybody. Like you just.
Well, I mean, it was 20 people lined up against him. I mean, what are we doing? These guys released a whole 2-album piece fucking cover for it.
I guess-
rinsing him. Like, what are we supposed to do?
I guess he's pissed off a lot of people. So you're obviously a Drake fan.
I'm a Drake fan, but I'm also on the side of like I know that there's something going on in the background
Do you-
that they're all getting like upset about. But yo, we're talking.
I
about,
think he just
we're
takes
releasing
everyone.
a whole album against my guy. On the opposite end, I was like an immigrant that came into New York, and I went to a school that was predominantly black. I was in a school like closer to the projects in Coney Island, and it was a high school. So I was one of the only white kids in the class. Boo-hoo, poor me. Who gives a fuck, right?
No, that's cool.
But I had to stand alone with the squad. We were all
yeah.
together. We chilled, whatever
Yeah.
it may be. And it felt like every day, if you weren't coming prepared to the class,
Right.
where you can dish something back,
Yeah.
that's it. It's over.
Facts.
It's done. Like, you're getting rinsed, you're getting roasted. It doesn't matter
Right.
what it is. So in my head, I'm picturing Drake getting abused by 20 people in that class.
Oh, so you see yourself in Drake?
No, I don't know about that. Now you're just trying to lure
but
me
you
into
feel like
something
Drake-
crazy.
Drake. You're like Drake. I understand.
No, but
But you feel like Drake's the underdog.
I'm
now.
just in the scenario where you got the Weeknd, Future, everybody's popping out of the shadow to quickly rinse the homie. I feel like whatever wrong they might have did, you gotta
No.
you gotta
Listen,
come back with something.
Like I said, no, Drake. That first one he did push-ups.
Yeah, it was fire.
That was. I think that might have been my favorite one that he dropped.
For me,
He
it's
was-
Family Matters. I like
Family
this.
Matters was great. I mean, look, they both did amazing.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was-
Kendrick won just because of like how big the song got.
Yeah, the numbers you're saying.
Yeah, and how like it got everyone just activated and just
It was activated for sure.
Drake held his own.
Yeah.
And I got nothing but love for Drake and Kendrick. Like they're both
Yeah, they're sick.
extremely talented.
I agree with you. It's more like a neutral thing. Let's just watch this. Let's just
Right.
watch this boxing match.
Right.
It's funny that it only happens in that genre of music. Like, no one's writing like country songs against Taylor
battling.
Swift,
And that's at first like, when this first.
which would be awesome.
yeah. That
You
would be
should.
good
We
if I
should.
had-
You know what? You should write a country song where you just shit on other artists.
Oh, I should go after Shabuzi. He has the number one song. Right
yeah,
now.
you guys should write a song.
do like a country battle?
start a beef.
That'd be fire.
Be like, you don't know how to ride a horse.
I killed pigs.
That guy
before,
buys
big dog.
designer jeans.
Wait, talking about battles, is the Mike Tyson battle? Is that canceled?
They moved it to November.
And so is the Conor McGregor one too, right?
Who was
not
counter
going to-
fighting?
Michael Chandler.
The only thing about the Tyson thing is like I love Tyson. I'm a Tyson supporter. Like I love Tyson, but I feel like he's just too old. Like if homie wins, who's it? Jake who's going against?
Jake Paul.
He would never win again.
If Jake wins, I'm not gonna be happy because I'm gonna feel bad that Michael's got fucking. I mean,
It's a legacy, bro. What are we touching?
and also he's an old dude. He's like
I
fucking.
don't
How
think
old is
he's
he?
going to lose only because the legacy.
Yeah.
Too much is on the line because he has the brand is still the
I really
brand.
hope
The
he
brand
wins.
is Iron Mike, right? Like,
I love
it's like you don't want to remember him. He can't do movies after that. Once you lose to a
big
YouTuber like that, like it's bad. It's bad for
bad.
business.
So you think just
it's either
pride
the-
alone is gonna-
either the check is so good or he's that confident.
I just don't get why Mike still looks the same. I see that
No,
when he was
Mike
20.
wins great. I'm just saying. I hope he wins. But if he loses or he get knocked out, I'm concerned for him because he's old.
He's not getting that.
How old is he?
He's 60.
60.
Look how good he looks.
Dude, he's
But
so
60
terrifying. He just looks like a club bouncer.
Look how good
like
he
that's
looks.
what the club bouncers look like,
Hey,
right?
hey, hey,
In New York
60
City,
60 got
they're
those
like old
strong
retired
bones.
black dudes.
Right, facts.
That literally is just a nightclub bouncer.
No, you
He's
just-
gonna toss that guy around like a fucking nightclub
Oh, he's
promoter.
57.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Brother,
he's
he looks
terrifying.
amazing.
Go ahead, Mike. But look, there's some health thing right now though. No.
You never know. Maybe ticket sales were slow,
Hey, you
right?
know
They're
those-
buying some
Like,
time.
turmeric can only take you so far. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how much turmeric you got to do in ginger shots to fucking be at 57 sparring every day.
Clear ulcer. Oh, he has an ulcer. Ooh.
The stomach problems. No, but that could be an ulcer on.
That could be all a lie to delay the
Yeah,
fight.
you never know. Yeah.
Netflix could have been like, "We're not ready."
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have any shows in California coming up that I can go to?
Not in NorCal. Too far away.
Where's that? NorCal's like.
But you know what? I'll be out here in and probably like top of next year, like February. I have an East Coast tour that I just announced.
Oh, when are you doing the East Coast tour?
I'm the East Coast in October.
Oh, nice. I'll come out to that.
Yeah,
Back
yeah.
in New York.
Yeah.
that'll be
We'll
sick.
be back in New York.
I saw you're playing like SOBs. I think in New York.
I think so. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's a legendary
So that'll
spot.
be dope. I got Hawaii at the end of this. And next month, this summer, I decided not to do any touring. I've been touring for like the last 5 months.
Right.
So I'm just chilling with the fam. You know what I mean? Doing a couple like one-offs. And yeah, just chilling. I got this new album coming out also in the fall as well. But I'm dropping singles all summer. So I got a single right now that I just dropped called I Pray. That's a fucking banger. I have to get your ear on that. You can tell me if you think it's a banger.
Is it out?
Yeah,
Is it out?
Yeah.
Throw it up for a sec.
Play it.
Don't copyright strike us.
No, I won't. Got you.
Try and catch a strike.
I got another song on the 28th coming out with my boy Bryce Vine. And then I got another one coming out with Wiz, actually. Wiz and I finally worked.
Wiz Khalifa?
Yeah, so Wiz
Hell
and I got
yeah.
a single coming out on July 12th, I think.
Does that include you both are in the studio or someone sends each other music back and forth?
No, I sent him this record. and he fucked with it and hopped on it.
You guys have a very close vibe, like the way he raps, even and his
Yeah.
style. I feel like you guys mesh really well.
It was a long time coming. But it was a we've bumped into each other over the years, and then finally I was like, you know what, let me see if I can try to get him. So I like just shot him some stuff, and he didn't even respond. He just hopped on it. I'm like, I like that, because some people might try to figure
he's
out
the
like
man. Yeah, get it, Lawrence.
like he's this kind of guy, obviously, that like if he
Yeah.
gets inspired, he'll do it. So I like that. I
Right.
fuck with that.
This is it, right?
This is it.
Yeah. This is featuring a band called Ripe. Ripe's a cool ass. I'm on that Cali reggae vibes.
Light that up.
That's fire. That is nice.
A little like Cali reggae with some hip hop vibes.
Now, is this the kind of shit that you send it out to like all your DJ homies and hope that they maybe like play it at a pool party, like in Aoki?
I
any
used
of
to do
those
that,
guys
but-
to like Kaigo to be like, guys, someone just like make a beat under this for a pool party and let's.
I haven't done
Blow
that,
this
but you're
up.
probably right. I should do that. I
You
haven't.
should just hold a contest, like a DJ contest, like
Little
make
remix contest.
Yeah, and be like, I'll send you some merch or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Or come smoke a joint with me on tour.
I was actually learning from seeing you doing the giveaway. Like that's why I did that giveaway the other day.
Yeah,
That was
dude,
the first
giveaways
time
work.
I've ever done a giveaway, and it activated people like I've never seen. People
Dude.
love free shit.
Dude, you hand them, you're like free sticker. They'll literally give you their mother's social security number.
Bro, it blew my mind, and I need to start doing that way more. Like,
Yeah, you should totally hold like a
You know
remix
Thames?
contest.
You know the chick Thames? This chick right here?
No, she's cool.
Like yo, if you
That beat's crazy.
Listen to this. Hold on, ready?
Put it up to the mic at least.
Ooh, that's nice.
Where you hop in when it breaks off, and she comes back in with a little ooh, 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 and you guys, it's over. It's game over.
Dude, okay, I'm like that. I'm gonna check her out.
Who's your favorite like?
This song is fire, by the way. The break, I love really love.
This
when it
song's
breaks
great.
off.
I can just fucking
When it
cruise
breaks off,
around
when
LA.
you start flowing in.
Yeah.
My favorite part.
That's cool, right?
Yeah.
I appreciate.
Who's
you,
your
dog.
favorite unknown artist? If you were to put anyone on right now.
Unknown. Shout out to my homies Bikini Trill. They're up and coming band. I just did a single with them called Hey Summer. So I'll be on their album. Also the Wide Eyed Kids. They're up and coming. I also just did a feature for them. Really talented cats, the Wide Eyed Kids.
Do you have openers for you on tour?
Yeah.
Do you pick them?
Yeah.
Tell me if this is true. I heard that openers on tour have to pay to go on tour.
I've done that before.
Isn't that wild fact?
But no, my openers don't have to pay.
Okay. Would they make you pay
They get
usually
paid.
just so that you get the exposure to their audience? And
I've
it
done that
helps fund
before with very, very, very new up and coming people, but all the people that come on tour with me
Right.
are getting paid.
Right.
So they get paid.
But have you had to pay before to open for anyone?
No.
Because you could pull your weight.
No,
you
no,
haven't, right?
no. But even, but you know what I
That's
used to
how
have to
tours are
do.
structured now.
What I used to do like early on is you'd have to like sell the tickets before. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll give you tickets, so you have to pre-sell the tickets. But
Right.
no, I never paid to go on tour with anyone.
Did you guys have any like nightmarish tour stories? Like Simon Rex talks about how he opened for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and he's like, totally not the audience that Dirt Nasty should be opening for.
That's amazing.
And he's like, they like threw batteries at him and shit. Yeah, because they're like, what is this? Why is this guy singing about fucking snakes? Right? Like, and then, but like to the Peppers, they loved him, and they're like, this is a great opening act.
Crazy that he opened for the Peppers.
Right?
Pretty cool.
That
Have
is
you
pretty
had
cool.
any of those?
Yeah, early on, like my booking agent was basically primarily clubs. Like Greg Fishman, like
What was
and
it, Mood Swing?
and Mood Swing,
360?
exactly.
Like Randy,
Exactly.
I mean, Ricky
Ricky and, Johnny Maroney.
Yeah.
So those are my guys.
They
So
tried to
they would
sign
put
me,
me
yeah.
on all kinds of weird, like stand up right there with the mic. You're singing here. I'm like, oh shit, and it'll be like in the middle of a club.
Yeah, you'd be at, like,
they'll
Shrine.
stop the shit and they'll be like buzzing. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely. People be like,
But
you
that
know,
was like great easy money.
great
time.
easy money. So I would do that shit. No
Like,
problem.
I'd be here
Let's
for
go.
free.
But
I'd be singing for free normally.
But like just like how Dirt was, like the crowd would be like, "What the fuck is this?" I just want to dance to my hip hop shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, tons of that. at
Right,
the
but when your
beginning.
song popped, I feel like doing that at that point, people are like, "Oh shit!" Like,
yeah, when it popped, it was a different story. But I just did a country festival. Back to country, I did the Tortuga Music Festival.
It's big.
Huge. It's like right on the beach,
Where's
right on
it?
like I think when I say in Jacksonville, Florida, right on the
Florida,
beach,
yeah.
right on the sand.
Fire.
I see why people love to go to stagecoach and shit. Just like the atmosphere is amazing. Beautiful girls everywhere, and the whole fucking cowboy, and everyone's just hyped on music. We crushed it out there.
Yeah,
You got to do more stuff like that.
That was great. It was, and it's cool that there's crossover at some of these things. Also, these reggae fests. Have you been to Cali Vibes at all?
no, I don't like to go to.
Festivals.
You got to go. To
I don't
that,
like to
though.
go into the crowd. Like you're performing, so you're like you get the artist experience. So yeah, I'll go with you.
No, but you got to go to.
Yeah.
You
I
got
don't
to.
like
You got to go
to
to some.
be-
You got to go
to a Jamaican festival?
No,
it gets popping.
but these
I'm
reggae
down.
festivals, just like these Cali reggae festivals, like Cali Vibes.
Yep.
There's a festival called Cali Vibes that has just been taken over by Golden Voice, and it's a fucking insane.
Oh, the Roots are there. Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz played this last one, Slightly Stupid, Stick Figure.
Oh,
it's
so
like,
it's not really like reggae, right?
yeah, it's like Cali reggae, like white boy reggae.
I was gonna say this is like a whole lot of white girls.
But they-
White boy
no.
songs.
But listen-
What's his name?
But listen, they
This is the
do.
white girls.
Listen, they do have a full on roots reggae stage that like all the like heavy hardcore reggae.
I mean, that's dope.
actual
Ice
format.
Cube, Roots.
But they mix it with a
Too
lot of
Short.
hip hop. But dude, these festivals are so dope. There's Cali Vibes, there's Cali Roots, Reggae Rise
This
Up.
sounds like a chill, dope little fun situation, though.
Man, the vibe. I bring my
Sean
son
Paul.
here. Literally, I brought my son, and he like disappeared for like 2 hours. Like you can feel safe. Like it's like a really good
Oh, wow.
vibe. You know what I mean? It's like everyone's smoking.
Dude, next time you have a cool show like this, I'll come take photos.
please
I'll be the photographer.
come
again.
hang and just vibe. That'd be
Yes,
fun.
let's go.
I would love that.
I would love to pull up to that.
You can
So-
hold the lenses.
Hopefully, I play that
With
one next
me. We
year.
could
But
be,
if not,
the
Wow,
photo team.
disrespectful, but I'll do it.
I'm just
this
saying,
is-
what, you get to just go?
No, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll hold the lenses, no problem.
no, you guys should definitely come out. We'll have a great time. For
I
real.
want to pull up to that. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's dope. I'm excited to hear this Wiz song too.
Yeah, I'll send it to you guys early so you guys can bump that shit.
I want to hear that.
Do you ever have to tell an artist, can you change something?
Yeah, like something like
Like, what's going to feel like, oh, yeah, I don't like that.
Nah, not really.
Right. You're usually just like,
The pros. Wiz is good. He's a pro. He
Yeah.
sent that shit
No, I just
back
don't
and it
know,
was-
if he's having a bad day and lays
Yeah,
down
yeah,
some
yeah,
crazy
yeah, yeah.
lyrics, you're like, whoa.
But
Oh.
on the flip side, like when people ask me to do features, I don't like take notes. I'm just like, what you get is what you get.
Right.
Like this is it. But it's gonna be fire. Like I put my all
Right.
into it, and I've never had someone be like, yo, can you do like you know?
Have
what I
you
mean?
done any features for artists that you'll never tell us about just because it was the easiest check
Just
ever?
a bag?
Like, is there like some
Yeah.
Japanese band that you're like
Yeah.
featured on? Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Can we hear one?
Yeah, yeah.
Is there anything you're featured on from like some like
I'll show you what I'll
like
show you.
dong,
I would
dong,
love that.
dong,
I
dong,
would-
and then
yeah.
you come in like yo, and you're like yo.
But yo,
It's like,
but every
it's like
artist.
when Tom Cruise takes that
a
check
lot-
for like shaving cream.
That's so
I
funny.
want to know your one sellout moment.
They're all American artists, so I don't want to bash them. But I've definitely done like
a few.
yeah.
That's part of the game.
We can still hear it. What if it's
Okay.
good?
I'll show you one.
They made you not just didn't pop. That's
Okay,
okay.
okay.
I've given a few haircuts I didn't want to. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Very Cali.
You know what I'm gonna call it? This is gonna be the next scene after country.
It's Cali reggae.
Yeah,
Oh, this is
You're
good.
this is the
absolutely
next
right.
thing after country.
I agree. I agree with you.
and you're gonna be way ahead.
Man, it's been blown up these last like.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
no.
reggae stuff is insane. Like soca, right, and all that stuff.
Soca's amazing.
Now, when you send this to Wiz without his shit in there. Well, his part's assuming coming up, right?
no, when it started.
Oh, I'm an
Yeah, he
idiot.
already rapped, bro. My man, where you been?
I was
That
like,
shit was
oh,
fire.
okay. So,
Wiz is
Here, run it back
dude,
for
I'm
Wiz.
so white.
No, it's all good.
Sorry, guys.
Turn
Nah,
it up.
yeah, you're a little
Not
Not all
Yeah.
black people sound
You're
alike.
like a
I get
Casper,
it.
honestly.
I'm literally.
Here it is.
I like that. He said, "Can't ban no weed, man."
It's a little stony.
Yeah, it's a stoner. It's a stoner.
Dude,
it's a
it's
great stoner.
such a good song.
But it sounds like
That should be like in a fucking movie.
Yeah, we need to get that shit popping.
Should give that to Seth Green's next fucking project.
Yeah.
This song it's a stoner song for sure. It's a great.
I sent
I
him a
love
couple different ideas, and then he hopped on that one. So I was like, all right, perfect. I love it. Let's run it.
You can release that, or do you have to send that to him when you have a feature and they have to sign off on it, or you can do whatever you want?
No, yeah, like he hopped on it, and I still sent them the mix and the master, and they approved it. And
Cool.
They approved the artwork, and yeah.
Dude,
it's like a communication.
That's
just to make
awesome.
sure everything's like all good.
And
At least
it's
that's the
through
way I
attorneys?
like to do it. At least
It's through attorneys or just through you?
it's through management.
Oh, sick. Okay.
The Jews got to get their cut, bro.
Let me ask.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
ask. You mentioned that you own your own masters. Has anybody ever hit you up and be like, "Yo, my brother, let's cash you out"?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can imagine.
I'm not opposed to it at some point.
Yeah.
But right now I'm like, let me get a couple more songs on the radio, and then we can have that conversation.
Yeah. You're like, I don't want to sell too soon.
You know what I mean?
Right,
and I'm cool right now. My life is like perfect. Like I'm
fire.
chilling. So like, but it's good to know that I would always have that little nugget there. But I'm trying to get more like points on the board, and then my show will be more valuable.
Right. And then that's
like
it.
that.
You just ride
I like
off into
that.
the sunset.
Exactly.
That's it.
Because that's where the
Yeah.
real big dogs. That's where it separates you from like, did things work out?
Exactly.
Things worked out.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because this touring shit is great, and like, look, we make paper, and but it's just nice to know you have that. And I'm also trying to dip into the acting stuff. So,
Right.
like, yeah, man.
Right, so many avenues for a guy like you.
So many
a lot
avenues.
of versatility.
We're like blessed that we get to do whatever the fuck we
Hey,
want to
you're
make
an
our
artist.
living. But even here, like, look at us right now. Like,
Chilling.
you know what I mean? It's like, this is cool.
This is the weirdest way to make money,
This is the dream, low key.
right?
For the boys just to hang out like this?
Come on, this
Oh
is
my
sick,
God.
Smoke.
This is basically
We
what
laughed.
women. This
what
is
what do we do? We laughed, we chilled, we vented.
Guys,
No,
this
it's
is
the
basically
best.
what women do. This is literally the best.
Yeah, but we
job
do it with
ever.
integrity. We
We're
don't walk away
housewives.
hating each other.
We're
Women walk away hating each other.
Yeah, but we're housewives
you,
without the
bitch.
work.
Nah, for men it's.
I mean, you can skin a pig. I'll give you that. You're a man.
yeah, but you were talking
Let's
about
go.
stabbing Kanye, but you can't even stab a pig. So I don't know what to tell you.
Whoa,
Right,
whoa,
right,
Pig,
right.
Pig didn't say some things about. I just don't think I could take a life that like it would have to be such a personal kill,
Yeah.
and I don't personally feel that way about many things. But a long distance kill, I'm okay. Right at the end of the day,
Is it personal?
everything
Are you
I'm
hungry or
wearing is the product of long distance killings.
Right,
So I'm like, I'm okay with like sniping you out.
So you don't get hangry, basically.
I get angry like
Because it's personal for me when I don't eat and someone's late somewhere or some shit like that. It's
Right.
very
What, you get
personal.
angry.
I'm stupid angry.
No, I don't want I don't want to kill them.
I literally got into a fight with some of my best friends in Europe because they kept lying to me saying that we're going to have breakfast, and then they kept steering away every single time, and then time kept passing. I said, yo, you guys keep telling me we're going to stop at the spot, and we're not stopping at the spot. They're like, oh, just don't worry about it. We'll get a sandwich. I said, my brother, that wasn't the agreement.
right.
I said, I asked for breakfast.
You don't play when it comes to food.
Right,
like,
but no murderer had to get like didn't cross your fucking.
No, there's moments where I'm like, yo, I don't want to go. I'm going to do good with these kids. I'm like, I can't even see. I'm good. Like, I got to get out of here. But I get hangry.
After I did the water fast, like when I get hungry, like now I have like a way to get like, be like, all right, I'm not that hungry.
Discipline, right?
Wait, you just drink water when you're hungry?
No, yeah, exactly.
Oh, I see
Sounds
what you're saying.
Because I did the water
Such a
fast, which is
boring
only
life.
water for 5 days, right? No food, no nothing, only water
Do you
for 5
feel
days.
great?
Yeah, you do. I mean, you feel pretty amazing. I mean, like it's pretty wild because I've never done a fast before ever. Actually, I did. I take that back. I had done a juice fast before for 4 days, but the water fast was crazy because it's like literally like the juice, like there's different flavor, like the beet, carrot, like there's like a little vibe. The
That's
water
just-
is it's like I was really drinking this.
Blank.
What happens to your poops? Solid, gross, wet,
Eventually, there's nothing.
just clear.
Eventually, there's nothing. No poop. Eventually. But
like
yeah,
that.
you feel really good, and like you just like literally drop a ton of weight.
I might have to do a water fast.
You should really do it. And
It's very
also, I was working out during it. So like day 2, day 3, I was
You were
actually
working out?
Yeah, I was working out. I was hitting the gym.
You weren't lightheaded, nothing?
You feel light.
That would be scary for me.
Kind of like the smoking. Like after a while, when you drink enough, like you don't really get hungry. I day 4, I was chilling.
Yeah, people say that usually the third day is when it starts getting easier.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a water fast?
I'm down. Me and Natalie wanted to do, my girlfriend, we wanted to do like a broth. Like you do a broth once in the morning, once at night.
You could do the broth. That has some nutrients. That's nice.
Yeah, just to have a little nutrients coming in.
The most important thing is the refeeding process, though. Making sure that like you
Gradually get back in.
Get
Oh,
back.
you can't just have a bacon, egg, and cheese
No.
the next day.
Well, your body will muscle memory. You'll get right back to where you were. As far as like your body will pop back.
Oh, so it's just a temporary solution. I don't like that.
But if you refeed yourself back in and like you slowly get in, like I had like a full little thing. Like day 1, I had like my first meal was probiotic yogurt and blueberries. Just like a couple blueberries.
So fire.
Bro, that like flavor burst, no Diddy. That shit tastes that shit just,
Yes, sir.
That it was insane because your taste buds are also now cleansed. You know, all this
Right.
shit that we have, all the salt in our food, all the sugar and shit, our taste buds don't really taste things as they should be. So when you do that fucking flush of that thing, those blueberries, you're like, holy shit.
It also resets your reward circuit because we're so spoiled. And we are like, oh, I'll just order this. I'll order that. And nonstop eating, nonstop. Food just becomes whack. But then you stop eating and you reset that.
Food's still good.
Bro, Corella.
No, but he's
Good
I'm
food's
serious.
good food.
No, no,
Let's
no.
calm
telling you,
down.
trust
Let's
me.
calm down.
No,
The
he's
reward
absolutely
circuit
right.
changes, bro.
No, your mind will change a bit on it because he's right. When I came back, I was like, was I vegan or vegetarian? I think I was vegan for like the first 2 weeks back. Bro, I didn't want to eat. Like you get so in tune with what's going on in your body. Like literally, when you eat the probiotic, like you eat and
you
it
actually
comes
feel-
out.
yeah, and you
Like-
feel the
like-
energy.
Like the
Yeah.
it's like a very like short circuit. Like
Right.
And then all of a sudden you eat the next thing and it comes out. So then you're like, I don't want to put any bad shit in here. Like you look at this thing of bread or like a donut.
Yeah.
Like you low key like don't want it
Yeah,
to go in
because
your system.
you committed already to so
Yeah.
much time. You're like, why am I going to go back?
And you just know it's so clean
Yeah.
in there right now.
Right, and then you have one sad day and you eat
Yeah.
that garbage and you're like,
And then you're back.
"Whoa," and you're
That's the
back,
problem.
baby.
And
You're back.
But there is a crazy connection that you do gain with yourself when you do that water shit. It's crazy.
It's stupid fire.
I'll do the cayenne lemonade diet. Remember that?
My dad
thing,
did
bro?
30 days.
Of the cayenne in the one?
in Russia.
Oh, the water.
Not a water fast, but he did it with like some of the days was he had, I guess, electrolytes or nutrients or something.
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
or something. There was something they would put in the water.
Yeah, I had the
But
electrolytes in
mom
my
said
thing
that
too.
He went extreme and he almost like when it started approaching towards the end of the month, he almost drowned in the ocean because he started like he thought he was the
Weak.
man.
Like
he started.
You thought he was made of water?
Yeah, this guy's fried out, but he lasted almost a month. Wow, crazy.
Damn.
But yeah, man. I mean, that's all we got to worry about is our health and being, you know what I mean? It's the most important
Health
shit.
is wealth, man.
Health is wealth.
Health is
Exactly.
wealth. That's true.
But wealth is wealth. But money's good too.
Health is better. Health is better. That money means shit, you know. No Diddy.
I don't know. Is that an appropriate place?
You ever had any? Being in Cali, you ever had any Diddy parties? You ever been out there?
No, never been any.
Oh, good for you.
Never been any parties.
I've never been to a Diddy party. I wish.
You chill with Diddy though.
But I think
I
even
would.
if I went to
I would
a Diddy party,
experience everything.
I don't think that I would have been up to that. You know what I mean? I would like, I'm like, nah, I ain't going back there.
No, if
Like,
he
I
was,
know
Diddy
where
was like
not to
standing
go.
there naked, been like, "Yo, come over here," I'd be like, "Yeah, I mean, it's Diddy. Like, let's go get a story."
Oh yeah, you probably would go get some
Yeah, I'm an
photos.
investigative journalist.
I think he's insinuating something else.
No, I mean, I'll be like, dude, do you know how many gay things a bunch of white dudes
You
have
gotta
done
stay
together
mental,
with
you don't
no
come
celebrity involved? And if you're just like, yo, Diddy literally punched me in the face with his dick, you'd be like, dude, that's such a wild story. Or, hey guys, Joe over there punched me in the face with his dick.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah,
It's
but
a better story.
You're betting that that's going to be the case.
What do you think the worst thing he's gonna do
He's
to
going
me?
to put it in there.
It's fine.
You said that you don't like shit in your butt. That's what you came.
I
before
don't
the
like
gate.
shit in my butt unless it's a that like there's got to be
My
more
brother, make
more
your story.
value.
I need your story to be more fluid. I can't do this anymore with you.
You don't like shit in your butt unless what?
I don't like things inside of my butt.
Yeah.
But that's just a regular day, right? But if you're like, oh my God, like, you know,
got
if
too
there's
many
a
holes
story.
You got too many holes in that.
What?
Too many. You can stop.
I'll probably there was a butt.
There's,
like,
I'm negotiable with everything if
Yeah,
there's a
right.
reason to have a good story for it.
Right,
Like if you're like, let's do coke right now, I'm not going to do it with you.
right.
Putin was right here and was like, do a line. I'd be like, yeah,
Oh yeah,
fuck
we're
yeah.
Putin, we might have to get down.
Putin.
Right? You're just like, I don't care.
Just for the story.
If Hitler was here, you'd still be like, bro, it's kind of wild. We're doing a line with Hitler.
Nah, but you gotta understand the backlash is a little sometimes the consequences.
No, that's
afterwards.
just a story we'll tell our friends.
Kirill, you got some crazy imagination.
Yeah,
You
you
got
have
some-
crazy imagination.
I'm just saying that's my rules for everything. I'm a hard.
there's a story-
I'm a no on 99% of things unless
Right.
there's a featured act.
Right.
I guess.
I'm just saying we all have a price.
I
Right.
guess.
Would you like to plug anything?
Got the album coming out, Shwaycation, in
That's
the
fire.
fall.
I love that name.
Yeah, I haven't done the release date yet, but it's in the fall, so keep an eye out for that. And mad singles all summer. And just keep an eye out for the Shwayze tour dates, Shwayze.com.
You should have your own cruise.
I was thinking about
Where
that.
it's like a whole
reggae cruise.
7-day cruise. You curated. You fucking
Yeah, Shwaycation, like a little
performing.
music festival, get some other
Dude,
bands.
You know how all these fucking
Get
white
Shaq to
girls
come
are gonna,
through.
white girls are gonna
Currency.
start
Yo,
fucking.
by the way, you like Currency? You know the rapper Currency?
Yeah, hell yeah.
He would be fire on your
I
shit,
reached
too.
out. I reached out to him actually for the album. I think he didn't get back. He did get back to me, but he didn't finish anything in time. But we're gonna do something.
Life. He's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
He's also like a little
Val's
whiskey.
trying to be his best A&R right now.
What? I'm not, am I wrong though? I feel like Currency works.
Yeah, Currency's dope.
Yeah, he works well.
Oh, get him in the festival, the Shwaycation.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Assholes is Forever.
Yeah,
Exactly.
sure.
Sponsored by Assholes Live Forever.
We'll be
Happy
on.
Dad.
We'll be on the Lido deck. We'll have our own vibe there.
Let's go.
Assholes Live Forever sponsorship on that. It would be. Ooh.
My cheap ass. I waited for you to give out
Alright,
shit for
you
free,
just
and
text
I
me.
I got my shit.
You're an asshole. Just hit me up.
No, dude, I'm stoked. I'm stoked.
Dude, thanks for being here.
Yo, you're
Thanks
the
for
best.
doing
No
this.
problem. It was
Now
great.
that I know, all I need to do is at our next house party is invite you, give you 3 shots of tequila, throw a few porn
you
stars in your
shouldn't have gave him
direction.
that layup. Now
I got you,
I'll be
man.
like, oh, and do I play that song?
Yeah, come on. I would love to.
There's a lot of hot girls asking for it.
Yeah, right. We'll force it. I'm sure they're not asking for it, but we'll
Yes.
give them buzzing anyway.
Nah, you
Yes.
should. Yeah, that'll be sick.
Some of the new shit. Thank you guys. Appreciate
Sweet.
you guys.
Thank you. Clap us out, Val.
Yes, sir.
Clap us out, Val.
Clap us out. Hold the lens.
Hold the lens.
Hell yeah.